Yeah, so welcome to coverage of the Project Homecoming Rallycross Championship presented by Blade Child X. We're here in the Project Homecoming server, and I'm here with special guest Funny Pig for today's stream. Funny Pig, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the coverage of the event. Tell us what
Hi,
brings you
thanks for
here.
having me. Well, as we're all hoping to be, I am going to be one of the participants here, and well, while I don't think I will win, I do hope that at least I'll get a good run out of it. But hey, we'll see.
That's good to hear. So I haven't actually seen you in any of the past Project Homecoming events. Is this your first event in Project Homecoming that you're participating in?
Yeah, this is my first official event here. I've been, lurking around, and I've been, part of a couple of races, but nothing official. So just.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to be part of a pretty special event here. This event being the first of its kind. I mean, it's so exciting to see, that we have a full field lineup here for today's event, including you and about 23 other people lined up on the grid. Let's check out the starting grid for today's race. The starting grid: Shadow Zephyr, Dinmite, I Am Benny Boy, ABCD, and Chumpets, and NBLX. Fear. Yeah, those guys will be on the grid here. And off they go. It's a very quick race. Let me go ahead and actually DNF so I can get a good view here. So these guys have to take one Joker lap. You see Shadow Zephyr in the lead, taking an early. The top two move on to the next round. Everybody else moves on to the loser's heat. And you don't want to get caught in that loser's heat. Oh, there's a crash, Benny Boy. He spun around. Fear trying to get by him. Abe C gets a little squirrely on the ramp. This is happening all behind him. Let's move up to the front. You see some people there. I think, who is that taking the Joker lap? I want to see who's that taking the Joker lap. There's two drivers taking the Joker lap, and they've come up right behind ABCD. So first lap through, and we have running order there. Shadow Zephyr in the lead, Abe in second, Jam in third, followed by Dinmite in fourth, Benny Boy in fifth, and Fear in sixth. Those are your top six. Those are your drivers here in the field for today's race.
Well, what's interesting here, Jam and Dinmite already took their Joker lap. So technically they are first right now, unless...
Oh! There's a crash! Huge crash! Somebody has just flipped over and off the track. Oh, no. Abe has taken his... Oh, Abe is choked on the Joker lap. More carnage, more trouble. Already an action-packed start. Here comes Fear by Abe. Benny Boy right behind. They're side by side. Abe and Fear are as they come across the start line here. This is a 4-lap race. They're on lap 2. Or sorry, on lap 3. 2 to go. So Abe has taken his Joker lap. I think Benny Boy has taken his Joker lap, right?
Seems like it.
Yeah. Shadow in front still needs to take that Joker lap. And he's
pulled a very good gap on Jam, though.
Yeah, really good gap. I mean, he's putting a strong performance on today. This guy, he finished second in the Rough Car event. He's been so good throughout all these past Project Homecoming events. It's going to be fun to watch him throughout the course of the event to see if he can, see if he can win it all. So last lap for Shadow Zephyr. Still needs to take that Joker lap. Will probably do so, and I think he can end up in front of Jam. You think he can get out in front of Jam?
Yeah, most likely, unless he screws up royally, of course.
So here you see Shadow. Oh, he's not. Huh. He didn't go through the Joker lap there. Maybe that's kind of weird.
Well, if he didn't take it, that's gonna end up in a hefty penalty.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I was focused on Jam the whole time, who already had taken his Joker lap there. I'll get better at this commentating thing as we go through. So Shadow Zephyr and Jam move on to the next round. Fear, Abe, Benny Boy, and Dinmite will have to go through the losers heat. So yeah, the way this works is that how does this format work again? Oh my god, this is
apparently we'll have 4 heats if I recall correctly.
Yeah, 4 heats of 6. Let's see if we look at the rules again.
Top 3 will go to the winners heat. There'll be 2 of them, and
okay,
then,
top 3 actually. Okay,
and then 2 loser heats.
All right.
I think that's how it goes.
Ooh.
Yep, top 3 actually. Okay, so that's your result for the first heat. So the first heat there, let me, I need a fucking notebook to keep up with the results here. Let me actually go ahead also and get my phone out so I can keep up with chat. If you just tuned into the stream, this is coverage of the Project Homecoming Rallycross Championship. This is sort of an impromptu thing. I wanted to try and race, but the spots in this event filled up, so instead, impromptu commentary stream. And every now and then, we're being joined by drivers who are in this event, including Funny Pig and also Romanian5. Welcome to the chat, by the way, Romanian, if you're still in here. I guess...
It's going to be interesting to see how Shadow is going to do. We have very good candidates here. Hatman is also very promising. He set the lap record at, I think, a 34.2. So far, we've seen a 35.5 from Shadow. We will have to see if he can actually, you know, keep it up.
Right.
Hey, speaking of which, Shadow's right here.
Oh, hey, it's Shadow, the winner of the first heat. Shadow, we saw you out there on the track. You pulled a pretty good gap there on the rest of the field. Tell us about that win there in Heat 1.
Cleared a bit risky. I thought Jam was going to catch us after using the Joker on the final lap.
It was a little hard to see. Did you even take your Joker lap in the end?
No, I took it on the very final lap. I was surprised
Alright,
by the gap that I had.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a pretty big gap there on the field, and great run. You know, it's been fun watching you out there so far, and can't wait to see you in the what's next, quarterfinals, right? After this, after these first four, it's like first 4 heats, and then you get the losers races and you get the quarterfinals and all. So.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So thanks for talking with us. Lineup for the next race is as follows: you have Arcade, PJ, Hatman, Emerald, Benimi, and Myson lined up to take the start for the second heat. So again, top 3 make it to the next race, and the bottom 3 will have to try and advance through the losers race. All right. Let's go ahead here and.
While we set up the race, Shadow, you're still here, right? What do you think? You and Hatman, it's gonna be a showdown between you two, I think. Maybe Askman as well. What do you think? Will you get the victory here today or not?
I would be happy to be on pace with them. Being faster in testing. So,
Yeah, we have seen Hatman pull a 34.2 in the testing, but of course over here the race is always going to be a little slower. We've seen 35.5s so far.
Yeah, fastest I've done in testing 34 years. So I'd be surprised if I can beat him at all, to be honest. That's only a few
Yeah, I guess.
on his record pace.
Oh, speaking of whom, we've got Hatman in the starting grid this time around.
Yep.
We've also got Benimi, who both have been very promising in terms of their racing performance in former events.
Yeah, Benimi's a Noto veteran. He's been in a lot of events in the past. He's pulled off some pretty sick wins against some of the greatest in GTA racing. So, you know, we haven't seen him much on the Project Homecoming server, but great to see him back for this Rallycross event. First of its kind on the Project Homecoming server. Really fun stuff to see. A couple, you know, Emerald and PJ also, actually PJ especially, big Noto veteran as well. Can't wait to see him out on the racetrack here, and maybe he'll find a way here to get into the top 3 and advance into the next round.
It's going to be interesting. Emerald and PJ always end up showing up somewhere in the top 5, maybe even top 3, but they also have been known to sometimes be a little bit inconsistent. We hope that, of course, this time around they are consistent. Using the little stratum here to line the grid up. It's going to be interesting.
Yep. All right.
Hatman will have the inside line here, though, but will he be able to actually benefit from it and carry the speed for the first turn? Of course, if you're on the outside of the first turn, you can take the speed, and you will be on the inside for the second turn.
Right. All right. That should be good promotion right there. All right.
Arcade on the very far outside.
It is quite tricky though, because this is a narrow track, and after the first corner there is a bump in the middle of the road which can really give you some air into the.
Oh yeah, I've
Oh
noticed
yeah,
them
so there is that bump if you're watching the stream right now there. You look on the just these first couple of corners right here in general. Just this U-turn is just treacherous right here, dude.
Yes.
Yeah,
Every
you're starting on the inside.
What
You've
the
got to
fuck?
try and make sure to get it.
Oh,
And we
hello,
have
traffic.
some trouble on the racetrack. There is traffic that has found its way.
Really.
There is NPC traffic which has found its way onto the racetrack.
Apparently, the LSPD has not notified the citizens that we are having a race here today.
So another delay in the event. This is not a part of the schedule here. This was not intended.
Well,
That's what you think.
as much of a schedule as we still have, because
You're only an hour.
Right. This event was supposed to take just an hour.
this was supposed to take 1 hour.
It's an hour now.
yeah.
Ugh.
and,
My God.
Yeah, I
Scheduling
think-
this
All
for
right,
1
it
hour?
seems
That-
like the staging
that's
is
something to
complete.
say.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I got nothing else going on today. So.
Oh, apparently Blade has to clear out some
All of the cars.
inconvenience in turn 1.
You know what I could do actually is, damn it, not do that. Here we go. I'll try and clear out this. Try and clear this out.
Hey! Fuck it all!
I wish I had a little drone which I could.
I'm just gonna try and move this out of the way here.
There was actually a pig on the track on my third lap.
I swear it wasn't
What?
me, Shadow.
This is
It
interesting.
wasn't me.
Yeah. I was coming on the second last turn. There was a pig in the middle of the track, and I was like, "Do I run it over or not?"
Also, I don't want to question Blade, but there's a staging area right behind the last turn.
Oh geez, there's a pedestrian there. Get off the track! Get off the stage! Get off the stage!
All the brutality you see in here is, of course, only staged.
Oh shit, I gotta get out of the way. Alright, alright,
for effect.
here we go.
Seems like we're starting a race. How will turn 1 be?
Well, it's gonna be really interesting. Here we go, the lights are out! The lights are out, here they go into the first corner! Emerald takes the lead! Arcade fighting on the inside though, Myson right behind, Hatman in fourth. Emerald keeps the lead through turn 2. Oh no, Arcade's into the wall, they're 3 wide behind them. Benimi, PJ Emerald is almost spun out, he keeps the lead though. Onto the ramp on this first lap, this first hectic lap, and a 3-car crash. Arcade, PJ, Benimi, all spin out. Now the
Is
top
that
3.
Emerald in front?
Yep, that's Emerald in front. All 3 of these drivers opting not to take the Joker lap their first time around. Let's see what Arcade, Benimi, and PJ do. Benimi skips the Joker. Arcade and PJ take the Joker. Through lap 1, Emerald leads. It's a 4-lap heat. We're on lap 2. Hatman right behind Emerald. Myson in third. These 3, if they can just keep it together, they will advance to the next round, the quarterfinal round. At
Seems
this
like behind the first pack, we've had some issues. They're really far back.
They are really far back, and we can't really show a replay of that first turn crash. But that first turn crash again, they crashed before they got to the ramp, and it set them back a
Oh,
bunch.
Hatman and Mason both taking the Joker lap here.
Yeah, Hatman and Mason going
Benimi
for
as
the
well.
Joker lap. Oh, Benimi, yep, finally taking the Joker lap. Let's see where he comes out. Benimi and PJ. Ooh, PJ caught a lot of that wall there. Lap 3, let's move back up to where the leaders are. Emerald now way out in front, but he still needs to take his Joker lap.
Yeah, we've got a 3.5 second gap between Emerald and Hatman. But
That-
of course, Emerald has to take that Joker laps.
Yep. I think he's going to wait until the final lap to do it. He gets a little wide on that corner. So it's going to come down to the final lap to see who's going to take the win in this heat. Here we go. White flag is out. Emerald in the lead with 1 lap to go. 3.7 seconds back is Hatman. And again, Hatman viewed as one of the favorites for this event. You see him slowly closing that gap. It's down to 3.45 seconds now. Meanwhile, the other 3, Benimi, PJ, Arcade, that first turn crash, that lap 1 crash proves to be just a terrible... Oh no! Somebody has flipped over! A bunch! That's Arcade, who has flipped over the wall. over the wall, and he's had to respawn. Meanwhile, Emerald takes the Joker lap. Hatman going the short way to the lead for the win. This is for the win. Hatman passes him. Hatman passes Emerald on the final corner. It's Hatman who's going to take the win in the heat. Emerald in second, Myson in third. Those are going to be your 3 drivers moving on to the next round. Benimi, PJ, and Arcade. They will have to take.
Absolutely incredible. Hatman taking the lead at the very end there.
Wow.
Wow, the gap was huge, but he made it all up.
That was a great drive there by Hatman. The gap was 3.5 seconds on the final lap, and he closed it down. Emerald still had to take his Joker lap. Great driving by Hatman to make the pass with just 2 corners to go in that heat to take the win and move on to the quarterfinal. A great run indeed by Hatman, and it shows why he's one of the favorites to win in this event today. Hopefully we can get him in the voice chat here actually after that heat.
And of course, here comes what I said earlier. Emerald, very good driver again, but the consistency was just not there at the end. Taking the wide line actually cost him the win in the end.
The consistency is, I think, it's something that Emerald, he struggled with it in the last Project Homecoming event, the Bruff Car event, and this event, maybe that's coming up, creeping back up on him again, but still, ultimately, at the end of the day, he's in the next heat.
Still second.
Yeah, he's in the next heat. He still has a pathway to make it to the final round. And I think
it seems that Emerald actually has to leave. Oh no.
Oh, that's going to be.
Does that mean we will move the grid up? Mason would then be in the next heat.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty huge. That would be kind of a big deal if that's the case. But let's see if we can get Hatman in the voice chat. I'll go ahead and actually ping him in the Discord.
I was going to say that mistake didn't cost them a chance at the win like it did in Rough Car, but
yeah,
Leaving has. Apparently.
Well, in the end, it didn't matter anyway.
Hatman with a save though, that was incredible. That was really intense.
Yeah, that was.
I thought Emerald had that. I was so sure.
So 2 intense heats so far have set 6 drivers to the quarterfinal and 6 drivers to the losers races. Now we still have 2 more heats to run, which will put 6 more drivers in the quarterfinal races and 6 more drivers in the losers heat. So the way that the losers races will work, by the way, is that you'll have 2 races with 6 people each. The top 3 from each of those races, or is it top 2? I can't remember.
Top
2, I
3,
think, right?
The
Top 3,
rules say it'll be top 3. Yeah, top 2. Sorry, top 2. Okay.
Two.
Oh, so it is Mason that moves up, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Mason,
So 16 people will move up to the quarterfinals after we're through with this round.
I don't know what they're going to do about Emerald. I don't know whether they're going to pick this driver and move them up too.
I honestly, they should move up Myson. I think because he finished
Mason,
4th, right?
Mason had already made it. No, Mason.
Or-
Yeah, I think it was
I thought he finished.
either PJ or.
Oh yeah, you know what? It was either PJ Benini or fucking not Arcade. Who was it? Some.
No, Arcade was in that race. He
Okay,
finished 6th.
Yeah, Arcade finished 6th.
Yeah. I think it might have been Benin.
It's between Benjamin and PJ, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Benimi who finished first.
Oh, it seems like I'm up this time around.
Oh,
Right,
Robert.
see you soon,
Me
boys.
too.
All right.
Watch me fail.
Good luck, boys. Good luck.
So welcome back to coverage of the coverage resuming here of the Project Homecoming Rallycross event. We are about to start Heat 3. We're still in the heat races. So again, the format of this event, if you guys are not familiar, it is 4 heat races. The top 3 from each heat race move on to the quarterfinals automatically. The bottom 3 get eliminated. Sorry, they don't get eliminated. Sorry, they go to the losers round. And we'll have 2 losers races. Top 2 from each losers race gets to move on to the quarterfinal. And that's how we set a field of 16 drivers for the quarterfinal races. And from there, the event will proceed.
This might be one of the most competitive brackets.
Yep.
Looking at the drivers in it.
I don't know who's
Who was
actually...
it? Yeah.
You've got Roman, Doc, Arceus, Fredman, Big, and Askman. Askman was one of the top. He was one of the fastest in testing.
Yeah, I want to look at the time. I don't remember what my best was.
All right.
34.5.
Yeah, I think you were 34.4.
Was it
Yeah.
4? Okay. I
Yeah, 'cause I
looked
was
down
34.
at that though. I looked down at my name compared by the German ladder. I feel like a lot better. My faster
Shit! You fuckers! Oh god!
You didn't tell us all the time. No.
Christ!
Alright,
Yeah,
let's
it's
go ahead and
fine.
clear out some traffic here.
Askman 34.4, Kawasaki 34.6, 34. No, Kawasaki 34, me 34.
What the fuck is? Oh!
Um...
Oh, fuck me!
Oh, I need that! Oh!
11 drivers below that. Before. No, below 35, sorry.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and check out the grid lineup here for Heat 3. So Heat 3, here's the lineup. We have Funny Pig lined up, and we also have, who is that? I guess Double Doc, Fredman, Romanian, Askman, Arceus, and also someone on the internet.
I don't think someone on the internet's in the race.
Oh.
No,
No,
he's
he's not. Yep. Sorry.
No.
Okay, Bespoke.
He's just one.
So, but there's your 6 drivers. Of course, some notables to look out for. Obviously, we got Double Doc in the field. Who else is worth noting? I think, Shadow, you said that this bracket might be one of the more competitive ones here, this heat race.
Yeah, it's got quite a few quick drivers, or at least notable names.
Yeah.
Askman is definitely the big
Yeah. Askman, yeah.
second fastest time in testing.
Yeah, Askman is, he's got a reputation for being a fast racer, so it's going to be real fun to watch him go through and just try and gnaw his way through the field. Who else do we got here?
They're starting on the far right on the start. Quite beneficial if you can get a good launch, because you can cut across in front of the other two.
So here you can see the starting grid being set here. 3 wide start, Romanian in the middle, Funny Pig there on the inside, and so now that we've had a couple heats going through, we've gone through a couple heats now. Which spot, Shad, I know you were just talking about this, but which spot do you think's the best one out of these 3 to start?
I would probably say the front right. If actually, because if you can get a good launch and off there, you can cut across the apex of the second corner. But
Yeah, I think I'd have
just
to.
anywhere on the front row would be beneficial, I guess.
I definitely have to concur with you there, but that's a good spot to pick.
Maybe the middle. I don't think the outside line would have many benefits over the middle, to be fair, because if you can get an equal start with the person on the far right, you can be alongside going into the second corner and cross them. Just depends on how rough they're going to be with each other, really. We did see in the last race that Hartman didn't make a particularly good start from the inside, but he still came back at the end.
Right.
Won. It's all up in the air. Really.
It looks like the field is ready to go. Now the lights are going to be up. 5 red lights. Here we go. And away they go. 6 drivers heading into turn 1. Askman with a really good start. He cuts across and he takes the lead. Funny Pig right behind. Is he going to try and battle inside? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. They're 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead. Funny Pig takes the lead from Askman. They're still all together in one big blob of 6 cars. 3 wide. And Arceus, the Romanian, spin around. Into the bush they go. Off the ramp, Funny Pig still with the lead, but Askman charging right behind him. Askman to the outside, now the inside as they go into the U-turn. Will Funny Pig take the Joker lap? Yes, Funny Pig takes the Joker lap. Askman into the lead. Also taking the Joker lap, Fredman Romanian. Arceus side by side with Funny Pig for 3rd place. Funny Pig comes out in front. That's good for Funny Pig right there. 2nd lap, we're now on the 2nd lap. And things have calmed down quite a bit. Askman to the lead after a good start. Dubba in 2nd, Funny Pig in 3rd, Arceus in 4th, Fredman in 6th, or 5th, and Romanian in 6th. Wow, that was insane at the start there.
I don't know how it's going to look on that collision with Arceus and Roman. It did look, first look, it looked like Arceus just dived up the inside of Roman. It's a little bit reckless, I don't know.
Yeah. You know,
We'll have to see after the race.
these sorts of races, you got to get everything you can get out of these things, and so
Yeah.
I can't blame him for being aggressive. I can't blame him for being aggressive at all. So Askman, I believe, still has to take the. I think he still has to take the Joker lap.
Mistake from Roman at the back. I think he could be fixed.
Yeah, just not a great day for Romanian so far. 2 laps to go. Askman in the lead, and oh, there's a spin. There's a spin. Funny Pig is spun. Somebody hit Funny Pig, and he spun, and he's lost quite a bit of ground.
I think that might have been because Arceus was
You know what? That's what it was. Arceus was trying to take the Joker lap, and Funny Pig, he had already taken the Joker lap earlier. We focus on the battle in front. Askman in the lead. Dubba in 2nd. And is Dubba taking the Joker lap yet? I think he already has. It's going to be really interesting to see here. We're on the white flag lap. And here goes Askman into the Joker lap. Dubba will follow behind him. It's the battle for 3rd place. That's really interesting here. Fredman is being challenged by Funny Pig, but I don't think Funny Pig can get inside of him. Here we go. Final corner. Funny Pig looking. It's a close finish. But ultimately, at the end, it's going to be Askman, Dubba Doc, and then Fredman, who will move on. And we have some fisticuffs at the end of this race. What a shame for Funny Pig. He was running in such a good position, and then just with 2 laps to go, was involved in a collision with I think it was Arceus, who collided with Funny Pig while trying to take the Joker lap. Wow. So, bit of controversy, a couple of crazy, just a couple. That was chaotic, dude. That first lap, especially.
Yeah. 3 crashes.
Yep.
I think probably more. I don't know. It's gonna happen when you've got people running this close. It was a competitive bracket, like I said.
Right.
If they're all racing for the same bit of track, things are gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that's definitely true.
We'll have to see, because I don't know who will go through. I don't know whether there'll be penalties applied with the crashes.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see if there's going to be any investigation of any of these crashes. I get a feeling if they did want any investigation, they might actually ask like me or somebody else to do an investigation on that.
I would imagine they'll have a look at the footage and what's going on.
So there were 2 notable crashes that happened during this event. Lap 1, Arceus and Romanian got together and spun around. And then with 2 laps to go, Arceus tried to take the Joker lap and then ran into Funny Pig, who was taking the normal U-turn.
Yeah, apparently there was contact between Doc and Arceus on the first lap. I didn't see it, but...
Oh, there was also that bit of controversy there, too. Although, I mean, I guess what I'll say about that sort of first-turn contact is that there is going to be a little bit of pushing and shoving. Just everybody just trying to jostle for position there. That's what makes this so fun, though. This is a contact sport. This is a contact motorsport.
James, your thing is breaking. Your
The document's breaking.
Why? Let me look.
Let's see. Let's see if we can actually page Askman in the chat. Askman, if you're there in the chat and you have your mic.
What's up?
Oh, hey, there you are. Okay, Askman. Just wanted to talk to you about that win during the last heat. Tell us about the drive, especially that first lap when you were trying to take that lead away.
I mean, I got a good launch, and that was basically it.
I was surprised at the outside that you got ahead.
I mean, I tell you what, you fought hard there on that first lap. How do you feel about trying to make it through to the final round? How do you feel about that? How do you feel your
I'll
chances?
be there. Expecting Shadow will be there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Then I'll beat him.
Yeah.
Well, just a great drive during that heat. Can't wait to see you in the next couple of races here in this event, and we'll go ahead and get things set up here for the last heat in these 4 heat races to set the field for really to set those 12 drivers that are going to the quarterfinals automatically, and the other drivers who are going to be forced to go through the losers heat to try and make it to the quarterfinals. If you're just tuning in, let's see. Apparently they're taking a break due to technical problems. Okay.
Man,
was-
not gonna lie, a little bit heated in the last round. Oof.
Yeah, that
A
was.
little bit of heat there.
Whew. I'm telling.
Man, I took that lead in the early, and I thought, all right, you're going for that Joker lap. You're getting out of trouble right away. You're gonna just drive clean, and that's what I did. But sadly, the contact between Arceus and me threw me back quite a lot. I lost 2 positions to that.
I don't know what
And
they're
in the
going to
end,
do
of course,
penalties or anything. So you might still get through.
yeah, it was a bit rough, but that's how racing is.
Yeah, that's how.
Yep.
That's how racing is.
And I was lucky to avoid a good amount of it.
Yeah.
I got caught up in a crash at the first hairpin, which really set me back. I haven't really been able to recover from that.
We saw that. We saw that you kind of got spun around there on the first lap. So, Romanian, walk us through the first turn. The first lap crash between you and Arceus, I think it was. Walk us through that.
I do think that was some lag from Dava, which he didn't see, but he hit Arceus, which in turn hit me. And yeah, well, it threw us both to the back, and yeah, we haven't been able to. Well, actually, I haven't really been able to recover. He was, but he later had another crash, which really set him back again, which is really unfortunate.
Yep.
It looked like you
That's
clipped
just
one of the
like-
apex barriers as well, did you? I think it was second or third lap. Roman?
What?
I think you hit the inside barrier on one of the corners and you dropped back a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, I did that as
For
well.
fuck's sake.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of,
I might have been I might have been involved in a couple of crashes, but I can't say my form has been the best.
So speaking of Dubba, we have Dubba in the voice chat now. If you want to run an interview, Dubba, over the last heat.
I mean, I don't know what to really say. Is I didn't realize I caused an incident. I'm getting thrown in my face right now. I thought I ran okay. My lap time was pretty crap though, so I'm kind of nervous about the next race.
Don't take it personally, man. We're all just a bit miffed.
I was trying to take it personally. It's just like it kind of sounded like you kept throwing it in my face. I was confused.
So
That's just how racing is. When you have
It's
like
racing.
a crash, or when someone crashes into you, or even worse, if you have a defect, that's just how it is. You got to take it with a grain of salt.
Ow.
Can Benny not kill me,
Emphasis on
please?
salt sometimes.
Salt, yeah.
salt.
Alright, sorry.
So apparently there
Yeah,
are
and
also.
I'm dead.
I guess there's some technical issues right now, and that's why we're not proceeding directly into this third round.
Yeah.
precisely.
Because everything goes as planned. Right, guys?
Right, everything goes as planned. And again, this is the first time that this sort of event has been run. So, sometimes. Oh, wait, here we go.
Climax, Noxus, Rutard, Danny, and Flippy Whippy.
Yep.
Flippy Whippy, what a name. I think that's someone on the internet, isn't it?
Is
I want to hear
Late in this
commentary, so I'm gonna stay.
Just
late in this, or
give me a second.
there are only 5 people?
Who came second in the Heat 3?
Me.
Or,
I came second. So you wanted to know, Shadow?
Oh no. It was John.
yeah.
I'm
helping with the sheet.
By the way, Jam, if you need me to like sift through the any footage that I have, I'm also recording in addition to streaming, so I can always like stop the recording and sift through.
I'm not a marshal. Blade is sole marshal. I'm
okay.
not taking that responsibility.
Okay.
Blade.
I guess I'll.
Blade racing in this one. Or...
I am a racer here at the moment. I'm just helping with the sheet because I made it.
You might need to censor his livery, by the way. Red.
What's up?
You might need to censor his livery when he's racing.
Oh.
I don't know whether that'll be allowed on.
Here's your back in because I need to clear stuff.
Sorry if I sounded butthurt there for a second. I wasn't, I swear.
We're all
Just confused.
You swear.
It's right. It's heat of the moment.
Confused.
Wait, is Blade Racing in this?
Perhaps.
It's Climax, Noxus, Rutard, Danny, and someone on the internet, I think.
Yep.
Is that
Wait,
the
that's
lineup?
5, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Flippy Whippy. That's
Yeah.
the one on the internet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the lineup here. We have Internet, Jam, Climax, Noxus, Danny, Annie. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, there's 7. There's 7 people lined up here.
That was the 5th one, Arceus.
I think there is only 4 heats, aren't they?
There's only 4 heats. There's only 4 heats.
Yeah.
So this
There's
is actually the
24
last
people.
heat
24
before.
drivers.
This is actually the last heat before we set the field for the two losers heats. Those heats will be a little bit more. I guess there'll be a little bit more desperation during those heats to get things done.
Yep, and that's when the tempers will really flare.
That's when the tempers will really flare. You might see some fights between drivers after the race is over. Some people hitting /DV and then going at it with their in-game fists, but.
And throwing helmets and all that good stuff.
Or if people are angry enough, they'll find each other in real life.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be
That is
finding
good.
Deus after this one, hey? I've also just found out about the magic of pressing E and swapping platforms, so...
Ah, yes, that
Yes,
is.
it is.
It is magical.
It is quality.
And Insomniac is very proud of it.
I can
He's
imagine.
also proud of the rocket class.
I can imagine him being really proud of it. Yeah.
This is one true love, also being of his existence.
Like, the Insomniac has made only one class, the rocket class.
Yeah.
And when he has been addressed by it, he said, "Don't touch it. It's mine."
Not that-
Let's look at the lineup here for the fourth heat. Who is going to be? Who the hell is? My interface here is bugging out. You guys are actually going to have to help me here. So who's in the Wiz Fuckaroo car? Who was that?
We got Rutar here in the Wiz Fukarugu car. We got
Yeah,
Okay.
Blade
So,
apparently in the Tooligan car.
ooh, that'll be fun to watch Blade as he races through. Internet going to be in the Obey Racing Team car. I know he's actually supposed to be like Flippy Whippy, I guess, but I'm just going to call him Internet because the username there. see the username there. It's gonna
Call him someone.
call him someone.
Call it someone.
Someone's inside.
Oh, we got Noxus in the
Someone.
car that we're gonna burn after this event is done.
He said someone's inside, as if someone broke into Laser's house while he's commentating, and he's like, someone's inside.
All right.
And then we've got Danny.
What car is
and-
Danny in there?
Good question. Let's look at Danny's. I think he's in the Arcadius machine. Yep.
Yeah.
Danny in the Arcadius machine. We have, who was that in the Zero machine? The Zero Obey machine there. I don't know who that is.
This is Climax. He's a very
Oh.
good off-roader.
Climax. Yes, it is.
Yeah, you should keep an eye on him.
Ooh, can't wait to see.
Danny in the Ponson Boys Obey car here.
Yeah, Danny's pretty quick in anything that I've seen him racing.
Oh, it seems like we're ready to go.
Yep, we are ready to go.
It would be a very
Rutars
Here we
is
go.
on the side line here.
The lights are out. The top 3 advance. And they're away.
And we're
They're off. They're off. They're 3 wide into the first corner. They're 3 wide. Internet taking the lead into the U-turn. Noxus. Oh, Noxus goes wide. He takes out half the field with him almost. They're still going. They're still going to the lead. Who is that? Is that Climax in the lead? Internet in second. Danny
Climax
Annie in
in
third.
the lead here.
Noxus in fifth.
He's having issues.
Oh no!
with
Big
Internet.
crash.
There's a
Half the
big
field is
crash.
off. Half the field is spun.
Climax taking it here.
Climax with a commanding lead. Behind him, Danny Annie. They both skipped the Joker lap. Internet proceeds in third. He'll take the Joker lap. Noxus in fourth. Sorry, Internet in fifth. I'm sorry. Danny Annie's in sixth. Let me get the running order actually out here. So Climax, Blade, Rooter, Noxus, Internet, and Danny Annie. Let's move back up to the lead.
Seems like it's gonna be a fight between Climax and Blade, but will Climax be able to actually take it here?
That's going to be the big question
Between
here.
Internet and Climax on the first lap.
Now these two drivers, they skipped the Joker lap. They will have to take the Joker lap here. We focus on the race for the win. Now the race...
What we
Come out with
really
a
want to
decent
be
lead.
looking at is if Rutar is able to catch up to Blade Child here, since he's taking the Joker lap as far as I can see.
Yeah, that is going to be key here. So second place Blade has went ahead and taken his Joker lap, and he's emerged in second place.
Yeah, we're going to track him then.
All right. So Rudor in the blue car there, the aqua blue car in third place. And
Internet's crashed on the start finish.
oh, do we have a crash? On,
Yeah, he hit the finish.
Blade is taking a very far line, but Rutar is also having issues.
Let's see. Blade Climax has went ahead and taken the Joker lap. He's emerged in first place. And he's going to be taking the white flag. 1 lap to go for Climax to get the win in this heat. Blade Child in second. It's going to be up to Rooter to see if he can hold off Noxus to take third place and move on automatically to the quarterfinal round. It's going to be a close race between these two, and this is the race that we're going to focus on. Noxus gaining fast, but he goes wide on this second corner. Look at these two. Just pushing
Blade
the
Child
car
having
through.
issues.
Oh, Blade Child is having issues. That opens up the door for Rudar to possibly take second. Noxus in close pursuit in case these two have problems. Here we go. Will Rudar try up the inside? Nope, not up the inside this time. Blade goes wide again. I don't think these three I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything with each other. Down to the final corner. Rudar looks to the outside. He goes wide. And it's gonna be
Contact over the line, man.
contact over the line, but at the end, it's Climax who pulls off a dominating victory. Blade in second, Rooter in third, Noxus in fourth, Danny Annie in fifth, and Internet.
And that crash at the beginning just set Climax up for the win.
Yeah, there was no need for Ruta to take a risk at the end. He would have been going through anyway.
Yeah,
And if he'd hit Blade, then he'd have been up for a possible penalty. So I don't know.
so definitely
Risk that was not.
disappointing run for Noxus. He was very close there to getting to Rudar, and I thought he was going to be able to make an attempt at Rudar there to try and get third, but ultimately no. And so we actually have our field set now for the quarterfinals and the field set for the 2 losers heats coming up. So we just gotta we'll just wait on Blade to have that info fed to us.
Noxus with a disappointing car and disappointing end at the end.
I don't imagine there's going
Noxus,
to be many
welcome.
happy people in.
We saw that crash there, Noxus. It affected you pretty greatly there. What's your thoughts on that?
Shit sucks sometimes, but you just gotta deal with it.
Truly words of wisdom.
Yeah. Big wisdom. I think Donnie's here too.
I tried to dodge
I
it because the
like
two people crashed in
stuff.
front of me. I tried to get around it, but I couldn't dodge it.
So 5-minute break to set the field here for the quarterfinals, and then the losers heats. We'll proceed with the losers heats after this. There will be 2 races with up to 6 people each, and the top 2 from those races will move on to the quarterfinals. The last 2, the people who are not in the top 2 in either race get eliminated. So
Yeah,
that's how the format will work for this event. So quick 5-minute break, and also a quick opportunity here to talk with some of the a lot of the other racers. So we had a brief talk already with Noxus. Also, Funny Pig kind of was talking about what they, their race and how they got eliminated, or not eliminated, but just didn't have a great day. What else?
It's the contacts, man. As it's, there's nothing you can do about it. Once you have the contact going, it's just how it is. You got to push through. And this time around, all the racers made a really good effort. They were actually able to catch up fairly well, but Climax's lead was just too dominant there.
Yeah. How about it?
Second pile-up happened in an awkward place. Before the jump, everybody needs to get in line for that, and it wasn't particularly well placed. That was why there was contact.
That last heat was just absolutely chaos there. Just everybody trying to get set up for that ramp, and they didn't do a good job of setting up for it.
There were a lot of issues there, but it made for a very exciting race.
Oh yeah.
Tell you that.
Whew! That was a heck of a lot of fun to commentate.
It's pretty insane when you're driving yourself. Just a couple of seconds before the race, your heart just starts racing, and then you hear the start sound, and then the heart just, it skips a beat, and then it just goes. It goes. Oh, Climax finally answered.
So I think what they have to do here is not only set the field here for the losers races, and also who automatically advances to the quarterfinals, but they also have to look at any incidents too, and potentially assess penalties to drivers, especially during Heat 3, I think, where there was the incidents with Arceus. So I think those guys, they're going to be trying to take a look at that and determine what the best course of action is to take.
I think Climax is here now.
Hello, sir.
Oh yes, Climax, the winner of Heat 4 Climax, Noto veteran. You have time for a quick interview?
Of course I do, always.
So tell us about getting out in front of the chaos there for that last heat and being able to pull away with just a huge lead. I mean, what a great win. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with my starting position. Like, I was wondering how I would get, like, even past 2 people to get into the winner's bracket. But it kind of all worked out for me in the first corner, as everyone went wide, and I was sure to have like a super wide entry into the corner, so I could go quickly to the outside, to the inside on the next one.
Right.
And everyone pushed each other wide on the corner, and I pretty much just
Turn
focused
4
on
is
not
where
making
it all
this.
went down, wasn't it?
Yeah, turn
I
four
was
is-
already in. After the second corner, the race was done for me. If I didn't make a mistake, basically, I would just, pace-wise, I would just come out.
It was pretty much done from your end, but you were really lucky to get up out in front from
Yeah,
that
I don't know what
crash
happened
It
there.
was massive.
I did not see it, but I saw everyone was super far away from me. So I don't
Yeah,
know
there
what
was
happened.
contact on turn 2, and then also just before the jump, which was
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, that worked out in my favor then.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
So
think
pretty
after turn 4, you had like a 5-second lead. That was insane.
Yeah, it was 7 seconds when I went to the Joker, and I was so safe on that. Yeah, I didn't even need to take it on the last one. Yeah, it worked out.
This is
I'm
how
happy.
Rallycross goes, lads.
Yeah,
Time
it's-
to make mistakes and even less time to catch back up.
yeah.
Yep.
There's just so little of the race to just make up the time you have lost with even the smallest of mistakes. Therefore, you have to go for being clean, which is the most important.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that is not up to you because maybe some other people's mistakes might actually affect you.
Are you implying something here?
No, I am just stating a
There's
fact.
some shade here.
Yeah,
I am just stating a fact. But if you think
True fact.
that your mistakes might have affected anyone, then well,
Some shade being thrown by by Romanian here towards what was it? Arceus and who else?
just everyone that he was ever raced with on this server.
no, I'm throwing all my shade at Shadow because I like doing that.
Yeah,
Good old hate buddies.
yeah, I really am. It's a roadblock.
8 people race? Oh, that's gonna be carnage.
What's this?
I just put on like some last minute
There is no 8
suggestion.
people races. It's 6 for the heat, 6 for the losers bracket, and then 4 for the quarterfinals. And you know,
That's how the event's set up.
Oh, we've got the next lineup.
All right.
Absolutely insane racing today. Not gonna lie.
I hate waiting on this.
Okay, here we go. The lineup is
We got Dinmite,
um,
ABCD,
yep.
and Arcade, Benny Boy, and PJ.
Yep, so there's your lineup. I'll actually write the lineup here in the chat.
But
So
again,
lineup for losers heat
who's
1.
gonna be the 6th here?
I think there's only
Emerald has DNF'd, so
Yeah.
he won't be taking part.
Oh, so we're gonna keep it 5, alright.
Yeah, he was involved in an unfortunate badger accident.
Bit of a shame, actually.
So there's your lineup for the
It's
losers heat. It's in the chat. We're going to have a 5-person race, and the top 2 will make it to the quarterfinals. The bottom 3 will be eliminated.
It seems like modifying handling files makes you very prone to freak accidents. Because we have already had Johnny, our good old handling frog, having a car crash while going skydiving. So
So for
this,
some
now
Took
we
an
have
unfortunate
Emerald.
university to the knee.
So for
Yeah.
some of these guys, this is going to be do or die time right here. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see. The grid layout is gonna push a lot of people there. The ones in the back, they will have to push a lot harder.
Yep.
And for the ones in the front, it's all gonna be about defending.
It's going to be 4 laps for these
Arcade is having
guys.
issues there.
4 laps.
Seems like we'll have to wait there.
Yeah, we will have to, I guess, wait a little bit here. Yeah. This event is brought to you by the Project Homecoming server in the 5M mod. If you guys want to join in for more events like this one, just go ahead and download the 5M mod for Grand Theft Auto 5 and connect to the Project Homecoming server. I wish I knew what the IP address for that is off the top of my head, but if
You can just search for it. It's
yeah,
fine.
you can just search for it. Just search Project Homecoming once you get the
And
5M
should
mod
be a
downloaded on
couple
your
of
computer.
things noted. First,
However, it
5M
is
is
very-
completely separate from GTA. No, you will not get banned. Second, please join the Discord server first before you actually get on racing because there's some important infos there.
Discord.phomecoming.com.
And a very important thing, when you join the Discord, first thing you do is read the rules, of course, and the FAQ, as everything that you need in order to join the server is listed in the FAQ.
a fucking
Seems
mess.
like we're starting here, huh?
Yep, we're starting. We're going to be sending 3 people home in less than 10 minutes.
Biggest the worst thing is I'm racing the next loser
Lu-
bracket.
You're lucky the others didn't hear you there, man.
Butt cheeks are being clenched right now.
Throwing shade before the game even starts.
This is going to be it for some of these guys right here. This is
Absolutely.
it's make or break time.
here.
I like how he said that at the same time.
I do believe that 6 go in and only 2 come out.
Is that what you said?
Oh my god. Rooter types in the chat mid-race advertisements and the Twitch smiley face there, or the Twitch elated face. I guess I don't know. Now some of these guys, you know, I think if they make it into this next round, they still have a good shot to win this.
Absolutely.
I mean, I want to keep
Yes.
my eyes personally on PJ. That's who I'm picking to win this heat. How about you guys? Who do you think is going to win this heat?
I think we all lose.
There are no winners here, only losers.
Another notable driver in this event, in this race as well, Dynamite, didn't make it through automatically to the quarterfinals. He's found himself in the losers heat. This is one of his first events here in Project Homecoming. He had to make it into this event as a reserve, but nonetheless, found his way in. He's going to be starting
My
towards.
money would be on PJ, I think.
Yeah, I'm putting my money on PJ. I really
I
like.
put my money on Benny now that he's got the inside line.
Ooh.
Ooh, good point.
Ooh,
Yeah, but the
that's-
inside line doesn't always translate to good racing. If the others don't move, you will have to yield your position there.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
like
going to be
so-
about the start.
Like you saw in the first heat, good launch from the inside.
Yeah, good. It's all about that launch. It's all about a launch. If you are able to get that good launch on the inside, you can force the others out wide and take the lead immediately.
And PJ. All right. PJ's in that car.
Like,
PJ's
I
in
would
one.
say that 50% of the race is decided in the first 2 corners, because if you have an early accident in the race, then you are kind of doomed.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That is
Yeah.
unfortunately the truth of this.
I would say having an accident earlier on is better than having one later on.
Yeah, that
If
is
you haven't
true.
been pushing the whole time, and then you have an accident at the end, you can't make up that time.
Here's PJ
Well,
moving up to his spot on the starting line.
I would say there's no time to make it up either way.
His back
and
is against the wall, but he has a chance to move on to the quarterfinal round and continue to prove his worth in this event if he can just come home second or better. Same thing with the other 4 drivers in this event.
It's going to be interesting here. Will Benny actually get the good launch? If he is able to get the good launch, he will be able to push everyone out wide. If he doesn't, he will be out pretty much.
This is it
For
right
a
here.
portion of the first
This is the
place.
start. This is the start we've all been waiting for. 4 laps to settle who's going to be in and who's going to be out. And the lights are out. The lights are out. They go 3
Benny
wide
not
into turn
getting
1.
the good launch,
Dynamite
but
with the
he's
good
still in
start.
second.
Dynamite with the good start. Abe gets into Benny. They're still good through the first 2 turns. Dynamite ahead. Dynamite ahead. Abe looking inside of Benny for second. They're single file, nice and neat as they go through to the ramp. All nice and orderly here. Let's see how the strategy is going to unveil as they come to their first time through the Joker lap. Let's see who's going to take the Joker lap. Oh, there's a big spin!
Benny
Dynamite spin
wiping
wrecks!
out
Benny Boy,
Dynamite.
as he went through the Joker lap, wrecked Dynamite. Abe Seed is going to take the lead.
Dynamite recovering well though.
Dynamite recovers well. Benny Boy in 3rd, PJ in 4th, Arcade in 5th. They've all taken the Joker lap. Meanwhile,
But the
Abe...
one who really profits here is ABCD.
Yeah, the one who really profits is Abe. He has suddenly found himself in the lead. Now Dynamite is going to have to find a way to take the Joker lap and stay in front of Benny if he wants to make it through to the next round. Abe is going
But
to have
will
to...
ABC actually get the... Oh, he's going out for another lap.
Yeah, they're
He's
going out
not
for another
taking
lap
the
here.
Joker.
Things looking very good.
There's an
Seems
ambulance
like we have
on
an
the side.
ambulance on the track.
Oh, that could be a problem. We have an ambulance on the track. We have an ambulance on the track.
I think that's
Fortunately, the
Thankfully, not impacting our drivers too much.
Thankfully, yeah, thankfully not impacting them too much. PJ is in trouble. He's hit the wall. Benny Boy pulls away. This could be Benny Boy's chance to move into the next round. It's going to be between Dinmite and Benny, I think, for the last transfer spot into the quarterfinals. 2 laps to go. Abe still needs to take the Joker lap. Will he take it now? No, he's going to save it for the final lap. Dinmite is going to take the Joker lap. Now Benny Boy is going to move into second place. PJ into third. Now it's PJ's prime shot here. Can he take away second from Benny Boy and move on to the quarterfinals? He gets a little wide. The ambulance is still in the way. Last lap. They're catching up to Abe as well. 3-car battle for the win. Only 2 can make it in. Benny Boy has to be perfect on his driving. He goes wide into the bush just a little bit. PJ right behind through the dirt. Hopefully they set it up perfect for the ramp. They do. Good execution.
Benny
here we go.
Go for Joker now.
Abe goes for the Joker.
Benny and PJ taking the lead here.
Taking the lead. Benny is going to move on, and so is PJ.
But here's the question. Benny actually wiped people out clear. There will be reprimands
There
for
could
that.
be penalties for that. The unofficial results are that Benny and PJ move on, and Dinmite and Abe and Arcade are eliminated. But there may be repercussions for the lap 1
I'm pretty
incident.
sure that Benny is gonna face some strong reprimand here.
I think the only thing we can say for certain here is that PJ has made it through into the quarterfinals again.
Yeah,
absolutely.
PJ has made it through. What a remarkable drive for PJ. He gets second place. After that, it was actually a very orderly race this time around. And I tell you what, a Noto veteran, he's been in so many of these types of events, and this sort of high intensity situation, high pressure situation. If you don't finish second, you're eliminated. If you don't finish second or better, you're eliminated. And you know what PJ did? He went out there and he drove the race of his life. I tell you what a great effort on PJ's part. I can't wait to see him in the quarterfinals, dude.
Did Abe make a
shame about
mistake on
Abe,
lap
though.
3?
He may have
He had quite a big lead, and then
something might have.
He stayed out too long. He stayed out too long. He waited way too long.
Yeah, I think that might have been.
You're right, actually.
Yeah, he might have waited too long to do the Joker, because say for example he took that Joker lap earlier. If he comes out right in front of the field, he's able to hold them up.
Slow them all down.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have anything slowing him down, so a late Joker is not that bad of a strategy. But looking at the times, I would say that it could also be his pace who actually betrayed him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if you're a slower driver, you want to get that Joker early and then slow the field down.
Yeah, that's.
if he'd made the Joker the lap after the person behind him, he might have been able to keep them behind.
Definitely a bit of a surprise there. I thought Abe was going to be in for sure after that good start, and unfortunately he's not going to be in, regardless of how these results are going to pan out.
Sure, he made a mistake.
Hey, Lizard, can I sidebar you really quick?
Oh, yes.
It really goes to show.
Racing 2.
Gotcha. Hey.
Did you see what happened with Benny and Danny? Or Dynamite?
Yes, I did see what happened between Benny and Dinmite, and Benny hit Dinmite as he was... So
That
Benny
works, I
hit
guess.
Dinmite as he was attempting to take the... Yeah, Benny was trying to take the Joker lap. Dinmite got hit by Benny. Dinmite was just trying to take a normal U-turn.
Was Benny on the inside?
Benny was... They were... That's hard to say. See, when Benny hit Dinmite, okay, Dinmite was about a quarter of the way through taking the U-turn. Benny was, I wouldn't say on the inside, but probably like directly behind. Not directly behind, but behind Dinmite.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I don't think anybody who's watching has a clip of this incident. But I could always try and sift through the through real quick and.
By your eyes, would you call that a race incident or what?
I would hold Benny at fault for that incident. That was
Okay.
that was an avoidable situation. I would hold Benny at fault.
Okay.
Yep.
Benny obviously didn't see that, but okay.
Yep.
I'll update the racers. Thanks, dude.
Okay.
Is known for
All right.
his endurance abilities.
So if you guys were tuning into the stream, I did just have a brief talk with Blade about the Benny incident. and it looks like there may actually be a penalty incoming to Benny.
But the question is, will the penalty be big enough to actually bring Dynamite up into second?
I think it will be.
Yeah, I would imagine it's like a 5 or a 10 second.
Yeah, if it's like, I
then
mean,
he's
that's
in the
all you
clear.
need. If he gets a 5-second penalty, he's out.
Yeah, he'll finish
That's
4th if he's got a 5-second penalty.
So, obviously that's not my job to come up with the results. I'm just here to commentate the immense, awesome racing action that we've had so far in this event. I want to give a shout out to those guys who are out there and racing their butts off to make this event the event that it is.
I think it might be my turn next.
I have to switch channel. My life is on the line now.
Yes,
Good luck.
I do believe so.
We'll get back to you with the official results of Losers Heat 1 in just a little bit. And also, coming up will be Losers Heat 2, and after that, we're going to run the quarterfinals. It's going to be a one heck of an action-packed event. Stay tuned, we ain't going anywhere.
Next race is Funny Pig, Arceus, Romania, Noxus, Flippy, and Danny.
Alright, thanks, Jam. Well, seems like I'm going out for the race now.
All right. Good luck out there, my dude.
Thanks.
So the field is being called up for the second Losers Heat. We are going to take 3 more drivers, actually 4 more drivers possibly, and send them home. Back where they came from. So the lineup, I'll go ahead and type the lineup in the chat.
Another strong field.
Let's see, lineup for Losers Heat 2. So Funny Pig is going to be in the race. We also have Arceus. And in addition, we have Romanian. We have Noxus. We have Flippy Whippy. And finally, Danny. Kind of a surprise to see some of these guys. Actually, Rooter has went ahead and has already typed out the lineup in the chat. So, and anyways, let's go ahead and hop in.
How many loser brackets are there?
There's going to be. This is the last loser bracket. Yep.
Why is Benimi not in it?
He was in.
I think he already advanced. Or
Benimi was 4th in his race.
Oh, you know what? There was a penalty issue to Arceus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what?
That's why Arceus is in this.
Yep.
losers bracket.
Yep. So
there's another one coming,
official
right?
word.
No.
Official word from
Last one was
the.
the loser bracket.
So this is kind of an official word here. Arceus is going to be in the Losers Heat. He was issued a penalty after his incidents in Heat 3. So Benimi actually has already moved on. Benimi has automatically moved on to the quarterfinals after the penalty is being assessed. So instead of Benimi having to race his way in, it's going to be Arceus who has to race his way in.
Yeah, this is going to be another interesting one because it was Arceus and Romanian who made contact.
Yep, this is Yep.
Let's see if it happens again.
Danny Annie, it's definitely a big surprise to see Danny in the Losers Heat here. He's had some strong finishes in some past Project Homecoming events. I don't remember the result. I don't know the results from Triumph V8, but I know he had a strong run during the Bruff Card Life Invader 120 earlier this year. Also had a lead lap finish in the last Bruff Card event as well. But this event right here, he has to be one of the first 2 drivers across the finish line in 4 laps if he wants to continue racing in this event. It's do or die time again. We have drivers' reputations on the line right here. Let's be real. Okay, let's be very clear here. We're putting some fast guys on the grid here for this Losers Heat, and we could be sending some really fast guys home.
Pretty surprised to see them all here.
You can already see the these guys do not like each other. You see Funny Pig talking to Arceus there in the chat before the race, and these guys do not like each other. They will do whatever it takes, within the racing rules, of course, to make it to this next heat.
We're all friends until the lights go on.
So while we clear out the pedestrians from the grid, let's take a look at the grid again for this last chance qualifier, the losers heat. Internet is going to be starting in first place. I think that's Flippy actually, but yeah. So he'll be in first, starting on the outside, or yeah, the outside here, the first row. So it's funny actually, for the last heat, I had written down like the people's names, and so I could put like a check mark across them if they did the Joker lap, right? So I could keep track of that. Yeah. But I was so busy focused on the action that like I couldn't do that.
Yeah. I would assume, I would hope that we're all honourable in taking that, because we've got people watching it anyway.
Yeah, Fear's watching it pretty intently, so no one's gonna really be able to get away with that. I don't think. Arceus will line up in the middle there of that first row.
Another ambulance coming.
Oh, there's an ambulance again. Yeah. Oh my God! You know what you know what it is? Whenever we kill those pedestrians, the ambulance tries to come in.
Yeah. Just take the cars, don't kill them.
Yep. Okay, I guess that's taken care of here. Yeah, I'd really hate to have an ambulance interfere in the race like that. Looking in the Twitch chat here, yep, this will be quite intense because we have a couple of racers that are known to be fast. He's talking about Romanian and Arceus in specific. I think personally, of the people in this field, I want to keep my eyes on Danny Annie and maybe Noxus.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it is just a big, like a strong bracket. To be fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see any of them go through, to be honest. They're all good.
Will it be clean, or will they use the bumpers? 4 laps, and we'll eliminate 4 people. And another, we have another.
And maybe this ambulance will eliminate someone as well.
All these guys need is a good start, some decent pace, and they could find themselves with a shot to win it all. But you know, these guys have to be thinking, even if they make... Oh wait, here we go. The start's coming. Start's incoming. The red lights are out. Who will move on? And who will be eliminated? We're about to find out. Here we go! It's a good start by Arceus, but Funny Pig on the inside. They're going to be 3 wide as they go into the U-turn. 2 wide, actually. Arceus, Noxus is getting pushed around by Romanian. Arceus is going to try and keep the lead as a 3 wide battle for second. Funny Pig emerges in second. Funny Pig emerges in second. Arceus in first. Romanian in third. Noxus fourth. Internet in fifth. Danny in sixth. It's a bad start by Danny. He's got to find a way to get past these guys. And Noxus is spun around, and he's barrel rolling. He takes out Internet with him, and Danny also goes off. Danny also goes off. Arceus and Funny Pig battling for position as they both go through the Joker lap. Internet and Nox is following behind, but it's going to be the top 3 people that we focus on as they try and move on into the next round. Romanian away with a big lead, and now Arceus gets spun around. Arceus gets spun around, and Funny Pig gets taken out with him. Here comes Danny. Here comes Danny in a second. Here comes Danny side by side with Arceus. What an amazing turn of events. Danny looking to the inside. Arceus stays out in front. These two have already taken their Joker laps. This is the battle to stay in the event.
Arceus and not Arceus. Danny hasn't taken his Joker lap yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They on merit.
And but
very scrappy first lap.
Very scrappy first lap. Danny Annie moving inside of Arceus. This is his shot to make it into the quarterfinals. Can he do it? Coming to the line. Romanian takes the flag. 2 laps to go. Danny Annie looking to the inside of Arceus. Danny Annie looking to the inside. He takes the position away. He takes the position away, but there might have been lag contact. There might have been lag contact. There's reports of an ambulance on the track. They're still racing, though. They're still racing. Funny Pig is behind these two in case anything happens. Now Danny needs to try and pull away and take that Joker lap as fast as he can. This is gonna...
One final lap on his Joker.
Yep. Here we go. Meanwhile, Romanian has done an awesome job of pulling away from the rest of these guys. He takes the white flag. He'll move on to the quarterfinal as long as he can just keep it together. Meanwhile, Danny is pulling away from Arceus. Noxus and Funny Pig racing behind them, but they're out of it for sure. Internet also having problems. Blade's internet having problems. Here we go, the final lap. And how about the drive for Romanian? Back against the wall into the last chance qualifier, and he's going to spin around. Danny Annie's going to take the Joker lap, and Arceus is going to pass him. Arceus into second. Romanian gets through, so does Arceus. Danny Annie gets eliminated from contention. What a shocking twist of events. Internet.
I'm sure he didn't.
Arceus did take the Joker. Yep.
Oh, no, Roman.
Oh, Roman?
Pete?
Yeah, well, I think he did. Hope he did. I hope he did.
I don't think
He did.
I think he did, but,
Jesus Christ, you...
okay.
I saw him.
Yep, so,
Fair enough.
I guess we were just so enveloped in the what was going on behind him that we didn't look.
yep.
Yeah, I was
How
trying
about-
to watch.
Dude, the chat was going crazy too during that whole thing. I mean, Potato for Thought said, "Can we get a moment of respect for the Jews which were murdered at their citadel earlier today by a MAGA madman?" But yeah, the chat was going absolutely crazy for that finish, though. Oh my god, dude. A moment of redemption for Arceus. After being penalized in the first round and being forced to move his way up through the last chance qualifier in order to continue in this event, he had an incident with Funny Pig, still recovers, still is going to finish second unofficially. Romanian, also with a strong run, a first place finish.
Yeah, I definitely thought he hadn't taken his Joker there because of how far ahead he was. I was very confused.
Right in the back.
A disappointing finish though for Noxus and Danny, and also the whoever else got eliminated too. They were all disappointing.
I think that
Yeah.
was...
Thanks, man.
So, a fun fact: the tire in the Joker, if you touch it, it will flip you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Didn't
Also,
know that.
Noxus, man, I was on your outside and you pushed me so far.
No, what happened was you were on my outside and you hit my my back bumper and made me turn into you, which pushed you further.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I couldn't do anything about that. I was trying to get away from you.
All right.
One sync win.
Rooter, from what I
Yeah,
understand,
that was
only the
bad.
top two are moving on to the quarterfinals. We're going to have 16 people in the quarterfinals. From what I understand, Danny's not moving on.
Oh, yeah, it's 4 thing.
Yeah.
Well, they said Danny was moving up.
Really?
Yes.
Why is he moving up? We're going to have more than 16 people then for the quarterfinals. That's stupid.
I do not know. That's all I-
Unless any penalties were applied. I got to ask Blade about that.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's only top 2 for the losers bracket that get through.
Yeah, so Danny didn't finish in second place. Unless a penalty was applied, he's not moving on.
I would assume penalties. His Arceus came second, did he not? Oh, I'm up.
Yep, okay.
Right,
Good luck.
thank you.
Look.
Good luck.
Anyways, the quarterfinals are now coming up. And so these quarterfinals, they're going to be a lot more personal. There's going to be 4 drivers in each of these quarterfinals. And we're going to eliminate the bottom 2. All right. Let me go ahead, actually, and get... first, let me quickly join the race here. Race? Damn it. Okay, there's no race up yet.
Arceus and me just cannot leave each other alone, apparently. Constantly
Alright.
having contact.
So let's go ahead and turn on the display capture here, and I'll show you guys who's moving on to the quarterfinals here. So here's the quarterfinals. Quarter 1, we have Jam, Fear, Shadow, and PJ. Quarter 2, Benimi, Myson, Hatman, and Romanian. And quarter 3, Askman, Fred, Dubba, and Dinmite. And quarter 4, Climax, Blade, Rudor, and Arceus. Again, a disappointing end to Danny's day. I guess, is he in the chat? I wish I could get an interview.
I am.
Oh, there you are. There you are, Danny. So let's go ahead and quickly talk with, get a quick interview from you. So you were just eliminated from contention for the win in this event. Tell us about what happened there in that final race as you tried to get around Arceus and nab second place.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have the best starting position. Starting at 5, tried to be careful through the first corners, and then things go well through the first few corners of the jump, and then after jump, I unfortunately get by someone, or there was some contact in front of me that basically made me spin out onto the dirt on the side, so I lost a lot of time.
Wow.
And I couldn't recover from that, unfortunately. It's really fun.
Well, I tell you what, you know, you put a great effort out there. It's going to be such a shame to not be able to see you for the rest of this event, but I hope you enjoyed your time out there, and have fun watching it from the spectator stand. You know, we're having a lot of fun here in this racing channel here.
I'm looking forward to the rest of the races.
Oh yeah, this is going to be fun stuff. Again, shout out to Blade Child. He's the one who organized this event. Project Homecoming server, the main coder for this, Insomniac. Give a shout out to Insomniac for putting in a good portion of the work that has made the server possibility. This has been really fun to be a part of so far. Okay, so again, quick reminder as to who's going to be in the grid here for this first quarter. You have Jam, Fear, Shadow, and PJ. And now the format here, what's going to happen for these quarterfinals is what's going to happen. The top 2 move on. The bottom 2 get eliminated. They're going to be done. We're sending them home. Again, it's going to be another shame that we... It's going to be a shame that we have to send some drivers home, but, you know, we'll just... There's Shadow giving me the finger. I don't think he liked the sending people home comment.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Yep. So...
Nah, I think he's saying that he's going for first.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
He just told me that he's number 1, actually. Yeah, that's what happened. Yep. So Jam lines up in the inside line here on the first row. There you can see he's got the Cockatoo's car dicked out. And when I say dicked out, I mean there's a dick on the roof. There's Fear going to be lined up to the left of Jam. Going to try and get lined up here to give Jam just a little bit more room. Shadow Zephyr in the Tooligan car. I assume he's probably going to get lined up next, or maybe PJ will, I don't know. We'll just see who Blade calls up here next.
To believe
Question: Is there a way? Is there a way they're grading up these cars, like winners of their heats get in front row or something, or is it just?
I was not informed of this, of what kind of procedure there was. I assume that people who finish better, like with quicker times, are going to get the better spots. But
I see. Okay.
That's not up. That's not up for me to decide. So elimination time again. People's egos are on the line here. Shadow Zephyr, you know, he had that disappointing second.
Jam on the inside here.
Yeah, quarterfinals. One's in one line anyway.
Shadow led for so much of the Bruff Car race back in September, looking for some redemption, possibly with a win here to move on into the semifinals. 4 laps.
And we are...
And we are off! Here we go. It's a good start by Shadow, Jam, and PJ. They go 3 wide for the lead. There's a little bit of contact, and there's a crash! There's a crash! Jam and Shadow get spun around after contact with each other. Fear and PJ pull away. Can Jam and Shadow recover? PJ on the inside for the lead, but Fear stays in front. Fear on 2 wheels as he goes through the ramp. PJ following closely behind, but we have to watch and see. Can Jam and Shadow make up the deficit? One of them probably will take the Joker this time back up. Yep, Shadow taking the Joker.
Shadow being smart here.
Shadow's being real smart here, but Jam also has some clean air to work with. The battle for the top 2. PJ goes wide.
What PJ will do with Noblex there.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what PJ is going to do, whether he wants to try and take that. I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea for PJ to take the Joker right now. So on the inside, actually, Fear is
Oh,
going to
they're
take the
both
Joker,
stopped
and
Joker.
PJ's going to follow behind him.
But will Jam come out in front of them? He will.
He will! Jam to the lead! I can't believe it! Jam has recovered to the lead, and now PJ needs to find a way around Fear if he wants to make it into the final. Or the semi-final. Jam, Fear, and PJ in a line of 3 cars, but only 2 of them will be allowed to move on. PJ desperately needs to find a way around Fear. He's got 2 laps to do it. He's got 2 laps to do it, and years of Noto experience behind him. He didn't get a good jump off that ramp, though. He goes wide. Just a little bit wide.
Jam and the Joker.
Oh, Jam,
Jam
going
did
in.
take the Joker lap. Okay. Here we go. PJ back in position.
Oh, it's close between Jam and Shadow. Shadow stays ahead.
Shadow stays ahead. These 2, though, they have to get single foul real fast if they want to try and catch up. It looks kind of hopeless, though. Oh, there's a spin. There's a spin. They're out for good, surely. Now, if Fear and PJ can just keep it together.
Roblox shouldn't be fighting.
They really shouldn't be fighting. They can still make it to the semifinal if they just keep it together. They might get a better starting spot, though, if they finish first. Here comes PJ to the inside of Fear. Not going to make it happen. The crossover move. No. And on to the semifinal. It's going to be Fear and PJ.
Jam made contact with Shadow, right, at the last hairpin, and so he didn't.
And what a terrible, terrible turn of events for Shadow.
For Jam. And for
And
Shadow.
Jam.
Poor Shadow, man.
Shadow, one of the favorites to win this event, has been eliminated from contention. He finishes in 3rd place.
Jam, Jam, Jam.
Man, I bet all my money on Shadow. Dang it.
And you can see the
Yeah, I
shock
got
in the
nothing.
audience. The shock in the audience. They're all standing up. None of them are seated. And they're just standing there, and you see some of them crying. Some of them are just in disbelief that perhaps one of the faster drivers amongst Project Homecoming will not get to race for the win in the semifinal here. He's not going to be able to move on.
So Shadow, tell us, how are you feeling, man? How was
It's
your
just-
race? Where did it all fall apart?
The start.
Yeah, I got knocked into Shadow by Fair on the inside.
I thought I was far enough ahead, but there was a little bit of contact on the rear bumper and I tried to catch it.
Do you think there will be reprimands here? Any
Yeah, that's a good question. If there are penalties, then
I've
that's
got
gonna.
no idea.
I guess it depends if
Yeah, it really does depend.
any one of those involved decides to take it any further.
If
It's really up to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting here.
That's the shame about these really tight tracks. Sometimes you just get caught up on things that are simply out of your control. There's nothing. you can do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It was the tiniest bit of contact on the bumper, but it was enough to win as well.
Yeah. I had experiences like that in both my races.
And with so little laps, there's
unfortunately,
just not enough time to recover properly. You
Yeah.
just have to rely on the fact that others doesn't make mistakes as well.
It's a great shame about this. But then again, whoever comes out on top is the one who's made it through all of it.
Yep.
Made it through all of it. That's most of the times that's not luck.
All right, so quarter 1 has been finished up here. Actually, let's see if I can. Maybe I could tag Blade and see if I can get that spreadsheet there.
Benime, Mason.
All right, I'm going in next. I'm not feeling confident at all, but we shall see.
You'll be fine.
Good
Good
luck.
luck.
Yeah.
All right.
definitely.
So the lineup, I'll go ahead and type it here for the second quarterfinal. We're going to have Benimi. We're going to have Myson. I mistyped there. Typing on the phone kind of sucks. We're going to have Hatman. And we're going to have Romanian. Those are going to be your 4 drivers who are going to be racing. Oh, here we go. By the way, here's the spreadsheet, by the way, for the event. So, Benimi, Myson, Hatman, and Romanian. Let's go ahead and go back into the game so we can catch some of that sweet spectating action. Once
Who
again,
do you think will take the cake here? My money is on Hatman.
I like Hatman's chances. You know, Hatman has been, I think it's been kind of, you know, interesting. He's been kind of the keyboard warrior of the server, and I can't remember, did he switch to controller at any point, or I just remember that for a while, I mean, he was doing really good in these events with a keyboard, and maybe this is his cup of tea. You know, I heard reports that he was one of the fastest cars in testing. So, I mean, if he can get out to...
He has a lap record.
Yeah, if he can get out to a good start and just keep it clean, we'll see him in the semifinals. But, you know, you never know what can happen in these sorts of events. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of uncertainty that could always go down and set things amiss.
Get ready.
It's not like it was a small margin to the person behind him either. He was 2 tenths faster.
Yeah.
In test. And even behind that, it was all within a tenth, like the next few places. So he was quite a bit faster.
All right. So once again, it gets personal. 4 drivers will go in, and 2 drivers go out. It's funny how that works.
So we got Benini and Hatman. I think we'll take the victory here personally, just from pure skill, but we never know. Rallycross is always the way it is.
Yeah.
It's predictable.
I agree with you, Fanatic. Benini has a ton of experience from other Nodo events.
Yeah, you know, Benimi has pulled off some amazing wins in the past, and it's too bad that I can't like show replays on stream right now. I don't have anything like that set up, but of course back in, I think it was 2016, 2017, he pulled off a very dominating GT2 win in MCEC Season 2 race. It was like the race on the airport track. I don't remember exactly what it was, but had to beat some really fast people, basically.
Season 3 is well dominating with 7.
Yeah.
For 7 rounds. Enough that he could move on to GT2 and still win the GT3.
Right.
Even without racing the last 3 races in GT3.
Yeah, Benimi has a history of winning, and that's, I think, what makes it so intimidating for the rest of these competitors. You know, Benimi has won the big Nodo events before, and, you know, now he hasn't won a Project Homecoming event, but he's got competitive GTA racing experience under his belt. He's got some trophies that he can show off. Hatman, Romanian, Mason, I don't think any of those guys can say the same thing. But you know what? This race right here, this is their shot. This is each of these 3 guys' shot to make their voices heard, to let these other guys know that they have what it takes to win this event, and especially Hatman. This is proving grounds. This is proving grounds for Hatman.
Exactly.
Guys, do you think that Benini
has the pace for this?
Do you guys think that Benini's cardboard car will actually prove to be an advantage here?
I hope so.
Yeah,
Weight
you know,
reduction.
I'm not really
It's
sure
all
how
about
they.
that weight reduction.
I'm not really sure how this car passed inspection, but it's you know, hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it's alright because it's got all the warnings on it.
Yeah. So here we go. 4 drivers side by side are gonna take the start line here. 4 laps to determine who moves on. Here we go. Let's see who gets the better start. It's a quick start. Meissen gets a really good start. Benini on his inside, though. Meissen has to give room, and they're side by side as they go into the first corner. Meissen takes the lead. Benini right behind.
Wonderfully clean start.
Wonderful, clean start from these guys right here. Hatman moves in front of Romania to take third. Now he has to pass Benini if he wants second. Let's see how the strategy unfolds as they move to the Joker lap for their first time. Let's see what happens here. Meissen moves. Ooh, Hatman almost collided there as he took the Joker lap for his first time. Hatman's going to have some clean air for the rest of this race. Meissen, Benini, Romanian still need to take the Joker lap. They proceed 1, 2, 3 as we head into lap 2.
I think my money's on Hatman here. He has clean air to work with from now on. The only other contender is Mason here, but he will have to take that Joker lap, and from then on will probably also be fighting for positions.
Right.
I agree with you, Funny. At this moment, this is happening.
Meissen makes a mistake. Benini goes through to the lead. Benini goes through to the lead. Meissen takes the Joker lap. but he's going to end up probably in 4th place. Here comes Hatman out, Hatman in 3rd, and now Romanian Benimi, they still need to take the Joker lap, 2 laps to go.
Benimi has a strong lead here, but Hatman is already catching back up.
Oh man, Romanian's probably going to have to pass Benimi if he wants to make it into the next round. This is it right here. Proving grounds for Romanian. He has to do this or else he'll be out for good. Benimi proceeds in the lead, Romanian chasing behind, and Hatman in close pursuit. Let's see if they take the Joker lap.
Benimi's
Romanian takes the Joker lap.
But Hat is right behind
But Hatman
him.
continues.
It's close between Mason and
It's gonna be
Romanian.
side by
Mason
side.
comes out ahead.
Oh, Myson comes out ahead of Romanian, and Hatman makes a choke.
Hatman having issues.
Hatman makes a choke. It's all going to come down to how the field's going to cycle once Benimi takes the Joker lap. I think Hatman's going to be good, but Myson and Romanian have to battle their asses off if they want to make it into the next round.
Benimi having a slight issue there, but it's not going to matter, I think, here.
Here we go through the
It's
ramp.
all going to come down to the Joker lap.
All going to come down to the Joker lap. Here we go.
Benimi's
Hatman
in.
having problems. Benimi's in. Benimi's in. Hatman's going to move through to the lead.
It's going to be so
Now here we
close.
go, side by side for the lead, for second place. Benimi in front of Myson. Benimi in front of Myson on through the final corner. Benimi makes it in, and Myson's eliminated. Romanian also
Benimi
eliminated.
and Hatman are through.
Hatman and Benimi, the 2 veterans of the 2 highly skilled drivers of the field, the Noto veteran and the lap record holder, make it through to the semifinals. Meanwhile, disappointment for Myson and Romanian. Myson missed it by less than half a second.
Yeah, I think Hatman's strategy here won him the race.
I tell you what, that was beautifully executed by Hatman. You know, he didn't have the best start, but when he took that Joker the first lap and gave himself that fresh air, he was able to use that raw pace that he had to move up and pass those guys. You know, just basically pass them with the clean air.
Yeah, exactly. He knew that he had the pace, so all he needed was clean air, and clean air he got.
Oh, yeah.
I think if I was Romanian, I would have gone in as well to give him some contention, because that would have slowed him down, maybe to the point where he would actually be able to benefit, or anyone should have gone in with him just to slow him down.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of hard.
Calls to make.
It's hard to be one step ahead of everybody, though. You know, I just have to imagine a situation maybe where Romanian could take that Joker lap, and then Hatman decides last minute he's going to dodge that Joker lap. It's, you know, that first lap.
It's all about strategy in this one and being one step ahead, but this race is so quick. It's just so hard.
It's so quick. There's so much stuff that happens on the first lap, from the first corner, the first couple corners to set your track position, and the Joker lap the first time around to set your strategy. You know, it really is action-packed stuff. It's high-quality stuff. So the 2 drivers that you expect to move on in quarterfinal 2. Next up is going to be the 3rd quarterfinal. Let's go ahead and display the list of drivers in quarterfinal 3. So here's the spreadsheet.
Next race, we have Askman, Fredman, Dubadoc, and Denmite.
Yep, and so those 3 will be moving on. So again, so the official for the official word here, Benny Boy was penalized during that losers heat for the contact that he made with Denmite, and so Denmite, probably the most unknown person in this event of all the people who are racing, will have a shot to move on to the semifinal. If he can beat out Askman, Fredman, Dubadoc, 2 of those 3, he'll get that shot to move on to the semifinals.
It's gonna be rough, though. It's gonna be rough.
Askman is the big name.
Yeah, Askman's going to be the big name to look out for in this event. Now, tell you what, I gotta be right back so I can get me some. I have some leftover slices of pizza in the fridge, and they ain't gonna stay left over forever. So I'll be right back to tackle those.
I'm jealous.
Incoming food quality.
Getting all that food. Oh man, good racing so far, guys.
That was brilliant.
He left his mic open. We can say bad words. Tax evasion.
Oof. It's the main story back there. Getting
Views.
then again, maybe this did not do so.
Roman, did you make a mistake on the last one?
Slight mistake. I just did just the slightest bit and wasn't able to catch up.
It looked like you dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, it was just overall pace that set me back this race. It was quite uneventful as far as crashes go, but it was just pure driver pace that has decided who went on and who didn't. And yeah, things went just as expected.
Ooh, next race. He hasn't got his pizza.
Now we were discussing here that you should have gone in with Hatman to slow him down. Maybe that would have gotten you just that little bit of time. Well, rather taken away a little bit of time off of Hatman for you to, you know, profit off of that. But it's just too fast of a race to really think about everything, huh?
Yeah, in the end, he would have caught up again, and like it would have affected him and not me exactly, because I would have just still fallen behind, and I would have fallen behind even further because I would have to like shift my lines in order to like defend a lot more, and that would have slowed me down. So,
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Pull the fucking traffic.
Holy traffic!
What is going on?
Welcome back to the Project Homecoming
It's a Grand Prix.
Rallycross
Traffic
Championship
simulator.
coverage brought to
welcome back to the
Why-
traffic purge.
This
Why is
coverage
traffic
brought to
being
you by
turned on?
pizza.
Can you not turn traffic
Like
off in
pizza.
this? Like, why,
No,
why
it's
is that a thing?
off, but it's decided it's on.
No, but like, I mean, like,
Traffic is
Maybe
off,
not
but when
like-
people drop frames, traffic spawns.
oh, okay, that's awful.
So
People
always.
upload.
So coverage brought to you in this event by the twitch.tv/redlaserbeam channel. This event being hosted on the Project Homecoming server for the 5M mod for Grand Theft Auto 5. The 5M mod, it's free for you to download. If you have GTA 5, just download it, slap it on your system, open up the mod, and connect to Project Homecoming, and you can be in cool events like this in the future, perhaps.
Discord.phomecoming.com.
Yep.
You picked the wrong
This
guy.
event Oh yeah, the website. Yeah. There's also. I guess I could like do a brief promo of that website. Let me.
Website.
Yeah, we have a website for this server. Noxus and who else developed this? I know it was Noxus and somebody else.
It was me.
Who's me?
It was Noxus.
Oh yeah, Noxus. Good job with this website. This is a really cool website. We could actually show you a track list of. Damn it! No, I don't want to do that. Fuck off.
The website's gonna go public as soon as Abe switches over DNS.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, what? I can switch already?
Rallycross.
I added you in the other Discord.
So there's the
Oh,
track.
I
Here's
didn't-
actually a
didn't
course
see
of the
it,
track.
that I can do it. Okay, sure. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, look at that. Really cool stuff right here. You see the track layout. You see the Joker lap. But let's focus on the racing action. They're gonna get started here real soon. They're gridding up the drivers right now. Askman, starting on the inside. Fredman, starting to the left of Askman. The relatively unknown driver Dynamite, trying to make himself known.
He was doing well until that crash.
Dynamite has been so strong this
And
season.
he's telling me that he's number one. How about that? Dynamite thinks he's number one.
But I thought Shadow was number one. Well, obviously he isn't, seeing as he didn't even qualify.
Oh
And
my
before
god.
Before you fire back
The
with
trash-
you didn't either, I had higher expectations of you. Come on, man. You let all of us down.
I didn't.
You made all of us sad. You made
I
sure
wasn't the one
to
who
cry.
crashed.
Are you proud of yourself?
I wasn't the one who crashed. You saw the clip.
All right, so we're getting ready to start already.
Yep, here we go.
Here we go.
4 laps to settle who is going to make it into the semifinals. Top 2 advance.
And we are.
Here we go, we're off! Double Dog with a good, no, Askman with a good start. Askman takes the lead already, going into the second corner, but he goes a little bit wide. Still has the lead. Double Dog looking for the lead on the outside. Askman keeps it. It's a clean, orderly start through the first couple of corners. Askman through the bush. Double Dock in second. Fredman and Didmite in third and fourth. They are the drivers who are going to have to find their way up to first and second if they want to continue going in this event. Let's see the strategy as they go into the Joker lap. Who's going to take it?
Oh, Askman going a bit far there.
Yeah.
Fredman going straight for the Joker.
Fredman and Didmite go straight for the Joker. Meanwhile, Askman continues in front with Double Dock in second. Can Fredman...
Askman has the pace, though.
Yeah, it's...
Pulled out a decent lead on the first.
Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, it's going to be really hard for Fredman and Didmite to recover that gap.
Oh, and he's made contact.
Oh. Didmite proceeds in third. He's going to have to drive the laps. The next couple laps are going to be the next couple laps of his life as he tries to get up to Double Dock and take second and move on. Askman and Dubba in the transfer spots right now.
He knows that he has the pace, so he's going for that clean air he can get.
Yeah, that's key for Askman. He's got to stay out in that clean air. 2 laps to go, by the way, so that he can take advantage of that raw pace.
Let's just run somebody over.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So the current gap here between Dubba and Didmite is roughly 4.3 seconds. I think Didmite's going to need to get a little something extra out of that. I don't know if he can. I don't know if that's enough. Here goes Askman through the Joker lap now. What a surprise here. Dubba's going to keep going. Dubba's not taking the Joker.
Out in front of him. That was a bad decision by Askman, I think.
That was a bad decision by Askman. But he stays out in front of Didmite.
But the question is, did Dubba actually go for the Joker? I don't think so.
No,
but
he
he's
didn't.
slowing him
Askman
down
is
nonetheless.
very safe.
Oh, Dubba makes a choke! Dubba makes a choke!
wow.
Didmite! This is his chance to make it in! This is his chance to make it in. Look at Didmite. He is so close behind Dubba, and Dubba still has to take the Joker. Askman is pulling away. He'll be in surely into the semifinals. But here we go, on the final lap. Dubba moves to take the Joker lap. Can Didmite move through? Can he move through? As they come across, it's going to be close. Didmite gets second. Didmite gets second, and I can't believe it. He's pulling off the upset. He's going to be into the semifinal. Askman and Didmite proceed. They move on.
What a great race.
Dubba and Fredman are eliminated.
Definitely annoyed there, crashing his car into the wall.
Yeah, you made a mistake and then you made contact with Didmite on that.
Oh my god,
There's
what a
been some
shocker.
Big upsets in this event.
Look at the fans
that
in the
was
stands. They're going absolutely
Very
nuts.
early.
This no-name driver has suddenly found his way into the semifinals, one of the last 8 drivers remaining.
Oh man. These races.
Didmite did what he had to do. Kept his head down. Kept
Wow.
making good laps. And when those in front of him choke, the opportunity opens up and he grabbed it.
So much disappointment for Dubba Doc.
Askman's pace definitely saved him though, because that Joker lap was not good. He came
Yeah.
out behind Dubba, and that in the end actually slowed him down. If Dubba was actually able to keep him behind him, it maybe Dubba wouldn't have taken the win there, but he definitely would have, stayed in. If not, actually gotten Askman out of contention for first or second there.
You never know what can happen in these events.
Fucking stupid body.
And there's Dubba Doc
Almost flipped me.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Disappointing run for Dubba. Surely could have been one of the drivers who had a chance to make it into the finals, but instead doesn't even get to make it to the semifinal. Man.
It was close. It was
Yep.
close.
I probably shouldn't have napped. I was napping through all the races, and I woke up and my eyes were having a hard time staying awake, and my hands were all numb from sleeping.
Now the fourth.
Pro strats.
Pro strats, my dude.
Yeah, don't do that.
So quarter heat number 4 coming up is going to feature Climax, Blade, Rooter, and Arceus. And again, the top 2 make it into the one of the 2 semifinal heats. You can actually see semifinal 1 has already been set and has Fear, PJ, Benimi, and Hatman. We just need to set the final 2 drivers for semifinal 2, which well, let's see. This is not correct right here. So just ignore that.
Bad streamer.
Is it a semi-final?
I thought
Oh, it was
we're
another
gonna more of a losers bracket. That was kind of a So pretty much if I lost after the second race, I was screwed.
No, I think it's just users the.
I thought there'd be like a big losers bracket to where it'd pretty much get 2 people for like the final 4. And 2 people from like the winners. Long breaks.
Okay, real talk. This is getting frustrating trying to keep up with commentating and eat these 2 slices of pizza at the same time. I gotta mute my mic whenever I do that, so I can't eat this. I can't eat this fast enough.
My hands are so dead from work too, because I don't lift furniture now, and I want to die. All my fingers are just pure dead.
No eating for you, friend.
So.
Tell you what, Arceus, you advance to the semifinals. You can have all the leftover pizza you want. I think there's actually about a slice left. That's still kind of sitting around in the fridge if you want it.
Someone take him out. Someone take him out. He ain't allowed in there. I'll take him out again. Come here. I didn't even know I took you out. I thought it was like you dive bombed Roman almost. Oh my god, the traffic! Holy hell!
So we got Lutar in here. We got Blade, Climax, Arceus. Man, the favorites for me are definitely Climax and Arceus here. Despite my tussles with him, we've been going very well. He has been driving amazingly.
I agree with you regarding Arceus and Climax. Climax is one of those off-road veterans from Noto.
I cut in real quick.
A lot of famous Rallycross tracks.
I'm gonna cut in real quick and say I'm going to play Destiny because I'm a loser. So I will talk to you guys later.
Alright, see you.
Have fun.
Oh, we sure are having fun. Some of us more than others, but hey.
Rum's gay, by the way.
Okay.
That was uncalled for. Come on.
Who left? Who left? I didn't catch that. Who left?
Come on, guys. You should know the drill by now. Go.
Speaking of pizza, I think I'm gonna go get mine.
Damn it.
Wish I had a pizza.
That's not fair.
Okay, I had like this city now.
So, but will Arceus be able to give everyone the chaff? Get it?
Everybody's almost lined up here. So quick look at the lineup. Climax is going to be on the inside, followed by Blade to his left, Rooter to Blade's left, and Arceus on the very outside line.
Man, Climax with the higher skill cap of his automobile there, he will be able to probably get that good start and get everyone out wide.
So meanwhile, you see everybody there trying to clear the track of debris and other
debris. Yes.
That hopefully just parks their car on top of those dead bodies.
We should be getting ready any second now here.
I'm trying to chase this girl out of the track.
T1 should be clear, I think.
All right.
There's
4 drivers on the track. 2 make it to the semifinal. Who will make it?
Here we go.
It's a quick start.
We're off.
We're off. Blade Child and Climax side by side. Into the second corner. There's a crash. Blade is taking out Climax. Climax is barrel rolled into the wall. Blade moves on. Climax with a huge shot at the beginning of this race. Arceus moving inside of Rooter to try and take a second away. Blade has yet to answer for the Climax incident. Will he wait? If he doesn't wait, there might be a huge penalty incoming. Through the first lap, Rooter takes the Joker lap. Surely Climax, no, Climax does not follow behind Rooter. Rooter back to last place after taking the Joker lap. Blade proceeds in the lead with Arceus behind and Climax in third. Arceus to the outside of Blade Child. They're side by side for the lead. Side by side for the lead into the second corner. Blade gets a little loose and Arceus to the lead. Climax, amazingly, has caught all the way back up to Blade Child. I can't believe it. Now to the inside for the final transfer spot. He's got it. Climax has got it. He's into second.
Climax, wow.
I can't believe it.
The pace this guy has.
The pace that this guy has, it's amazing. Now these three guys in front, they still need to take that Joker lap. Arceus goes ahead and does it right now. Blade fighting back, trying to get that spot from Climax. He'll probably have to pass Climax if he wants to make it into the semifinal.
Climax in the lead again. This is incredible.
Incredible turn of events. Climax back to the lead. 2 laps to go. Rooter and Arceus have taken their Joker laps. Blade and Climax still need to do the Joker laps right here. Rooter into the wall a little bit here. Now Blade falling back just a little bit as Climax starts to pull a small gap. He should probably wait until that final lap, I think, to take that Joker lap. Let's see what he does here.
Absolutely. With his pace, he absolutely needs to.
So here he goes. Blade takes that Joker lap. And he comes out in 4th place. Now Rooter and Arceus battling for 2nd place. But it's going to be really interesting to see where Climax cycles after he takes his Joker lap. 3 of these drivers racing for the win. Only 2 of them get to move on to the semifinal. Will it be off-road specialist Climax? Could Rooter move on? Could Arceus move on? Climax goes a little wide, but he's still going. He still has his foot in the gas, though. He still has his foot in the gas.
It's all eyes on Climax now.
All eyes on Climax. He's going to go through and take the Joker lap now. Here we go. How will they cycle out? Rooter in the lead, Arceus in 2nd, and Climax comes out in 3rd. Climax comes out in 3rd, and he's going to get eliminated. Rooter and Arceus move on. Climax is out.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Just
So
done.
in
This
the
is
end,
so hype.
that crash did cost him the race, even though
Absolutely.
he
There
was
is no doubt that Climax would have taken that if there hadn't been the crash. The pure pace of Climax was absolutely astonishing from last to first through sheer pace. That wasn't even just a Joker laps. That was just
I'm not too sure if I agree there because it looked like Rudar and Arceus was catching him a lot on some of those later laps.
Yeah, I think the magic kind of wore out for Climax there on the last lap.
We can see it on the lap.
Yeah,
absolutely. As well.
I think a lot has to do with just, being the frustration of getting rammed off like that must have hit him too hard there. And I can absolutely
understand an amazing recovery. Unfortunately, didn't have the pace to make use of that.
This just shows how spontaneous this motorsport is, because even though we have expectations that are backed up by actual results and past experiences, like anything could happen that could just flip our expectations on their head.
This sets the fields for semifinal 1 and semifinal 2. The spreadsheet hasn't quite been updated yet, but unofficially, Fear, PJ, Benimi, and Hatman will be in semifinal 1. Meanwhile, in semifinal 2, it's going to be Rooter and Arceus alongside, what was it, Dinmite and Askman, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yep.
I think so.
So those are going to be your 8 drivers who are remaining in this event. We're going to run 2 semifinal races.
Upset once again.
Yeah, major upset again, just to not see Climax make it in to the semifinal. We've had so many upsets, or quite a few upsets here in these quarterfinals. Just the elimination of Shadow Zephyr, the elimination of Dubba, the elimination of Climax. 3 really good drivers, and we won't get to see them race in the semifinals.
It's a shame, really. Absolute shame. But that's just how this motorsport is sometimes.
Yeah, that's just how it is, But I mean, these guys, they put everything on the line. They put everything on the line, and sometimes it just don't work out. And sometimes you just have that race. You have that great race, and you prove yourself.
Absolutely.
So the real shocker here, probably in the quarterfinals, sorry, the semifinals, is going to be Dinmite. Any other notable observations that you guys have for the semifinals here?
And I don't want to make any bets anymore because apparently we're just we're getting upset after upset.
It's alright, I lost all my money anyway.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, if Climax has been eliminated, then it's just anything goes, really, because he was one of the top favorites for this event. and if he was eliminated, then we have no idea what could happen in the final or semifinals rather. But
I told Arceus
finals-
that he has to win this, so you know. For the grand final, I think Arceus needs to win, just because. Otherwise, I'm gonna be angry at him for crashing me out there.
I think
I'm
the
not gonna
winner.
be angry.
I think the winner of the event will be the person who crosses the final, the checkered flag for the final, before everybody else.
I'm not so
Yes,
sure
I
about
would
that
say,
one.
I would say that is a pretty safe assumption. However,
You're assuming there'll be no penalties.
Yeah, and Benny Boy was
Yeah,
issued a penalty
exactly.
earlier, which eliminated him from contention.
There will probably be bloodshed in the final.
Oh yeah, people are gonna.
Everyone dies.
We haven't seen fisticuffs yet, but you know, there better be some fisticuffs after one of these races, or else I'm gonna be real upset. I want to see these drivers fighting, dude.
my predictions for the final is that Blade Cruiser joins the server and bans everyone.
The winner gets banned.
Oh man.
Yes, precise.
Well, yeah, the NOS car.
Yeah. The NOS car.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
Sugar
Benny
Free
said it
Nos was,
uncensored. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
no!
Oh,
he
that is.
has awakened. He has awakened. Now let's see if he has, if he's too lazy to just join the server, because that is
There's
a
gonna be
factor.
repercussions now, boys.
Yes, and he said it. He said it on live Twitch. On live Twitch, everyone.
Mm.
There might be a hefty fine for that action.
Many people are gonna be angry there.
Oh no! There's the second one.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
We're setting up the field for the semifinals, and the format for the semifinals again, similar to the quarterfinals: 4 laps, 4 drivers, 2 make it through in each race. Simple format. Very simple format.
Which is again interesting. It's a simple format.
Right.
However, again, it's just sometimes things can go wrong. Sometimes they don't go wrong, and it's actually driver pace that decides the battle. Sometimes it's
True.
sheer luck.
Yep.
Being
This motorsport, man.
We've
One
had-
little
we've
pebble,
had big
just one
names.
little pebble needs to be on the wrong side of the track for you, and it might be over.
I
We've
think
had big
yeah.
names are eliminated early, but the biggest favorites are still in it. You have you have Assman there, you have Hatman.
yes,
The two
Hatman,
big names before this, and they're still in it.
who have traded the fastest laps
What's wrong so far?
for the track.
Yeah, that's pretty much how quarterfinal 3 was. It was mainly driver pace because we had a pretty nice clean first lap.
Yeah. It was just a little bit unlucky for some of the better drivers that got taken out. But that's just how this motorsport is, man. So fast paced, so little laps to
Hang on.
recover.
Go to racing 2.
Gotcha. Hey.
So on turn 1 of both race 1 and race 4,
Yes.
so Climax and Shadow both got boned because someone else lagged into them through someone else.
Yeah.
With Shadow, it was Fear to jam to Shadow, and then with Climax, it was Rooter through me to Climax. Did you see it? Did you see that fully play out?
I only saw these events partially play out, and unfortunately, I can't give a good perspective. I can't give convincing evidence that, well, if I had to recall the what I saw from race 4, quarterfinal 4, I would be convinced that you were fully at fault for the Climax incident. I can't say anything about race 1 though, so.
Okay,
That's all I can say. So all I can say is that I can't say anything about quarterfinal 1. Shadow seems to. I think it was a racing incident. I think quarter 1 was a racing incident. I think quarter 4 was an avoidable incident, and I would put you at fault.
Well, I got hit into him.
I didn't see any contact. You know, I mean, I haven't looked at the footage. There might have been like some lag contact or something. You never know. But you know,
Right.
if I had to make a call on the spot, I'd pin you at fault. Whoops.
Okay. And yeah, if it
So
that pins me on fault, it doesn't help Climax any.
Yep. Yeah. So, what can I say? If you want, I could look through the footage real quick. I could sift through the footage of race 4. I don't think it's worth looking through race 1 footage unless you.
Yeah. 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 If you could look through race 4, that would be helpful.
All right. Well, okay. I'll look through it real quick here. So, and actually, I'm on the stream right now. So, I'm gonna go back to
Okay.
racing 1.
Okay.
And I'll make the call. All right. I'll make the call on. Is it okay
Okay.
if I make the call on stream or you know what? I'll convene back with you.
Yeah.
I'll play-
Convene back with me, and then.
All right. Gotcha. All right. Let's Do you need to be back in the Project Homecoming chat right now, or?
Just me be back here. I'm gonna stay
Okay.
here.
All right. Gotcha. Understood. Damn it. Okay, let's close that out. I'll move back to racing 1.
Storm.
So,
45 degrees Fahrenheit, a
I have
fucking
been
blizzard
asked
came
to
out of my
investigate
power.
the turn 2 incident that occurred during the.
Yeah, Benny was definitely at fault there. No questions asked.
Exactly. He shall be
let's
punished for
see.
his actions.
Okay, so let's look through the footage here, and I think this is the. Is this it right here, or? Okay, here we go. All right, so what we're looking at on stream right now, this is a replay of the start of quarterfinal 1, and we're looking for the. Oh. Okay.
That's quarterfinal 4, though.
This is okay. Quarterfinal 4, sorry, and this is the footage where Blade gets into Climax. And what I want to look at here carefully is a contact that may have been made between either Rudar and Arceus in the Blade Child. This is what I want to look at right here very closely. So let's see. I want to get the frame here at the right moment of when there may have been lag contact. Okay, so here you see these two. Here's how the drivers line up right now. And okay, if we move up just a couple of frames. Here I don't get a very good view. Here I have to turn the camera around just a brief moment. And that right there. See that right there? This right here is the key. I don't think.
You mean where he crashed into Climax?
I don't think Blade
Does
had any
look
breathing
like
room.
there's not enough space, to be honest.
There's not enough space for Blade to operate here. I don't think.
I think Blade should have backed out of that one, but he was just too fast.
He's got a bump.
Have another look.
Look,
We
I'm
don't
just
we don't know
saying-
if it's a pull effect
Oh,
that
yeah.
Arceus bumped into Blade, who bumped into
If you want
Climax.
to send me the clip, I'll also
look
show
on
it
stream.
my stream.
Yeah, we have to listen. If there are 2 bumps, then there might be a pull effect. But if it's only 1, then I think it's Blade at fault.
I mean, I'm looking at this footage
We might
right
have
here,
already missed the first one, though.
and again, it's hard for me to tell the first point of contact. And you know, when I look at this footage here again, this specifically this shot right here, I think this is the earliest shot I can get where these three made where this contact occurs, and I just don't think there's room for Blade to back out of there.
Yeah. There's no chance he's getting out of that either way. He either drives forward into the other person, and
Yeah,
then if he backs out, then he's hit by Arceus.
Yep. If he
Which I'm
backs,
assuming he tried to back out, but then he got forced.
I'll show it on my stream as well. So if you could show it again, that would be great.
I haven't moved an inch from my computer monitor here. I'm just showing the image right here. I can't really zoom in or anything, but
Yeah, but can you show me like the entire clip there, like?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's show the entire clip. Okay.
Because the context is key there.
Let's. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the next 20 seconds here will describe the clip. It's hard for me to get a view of exactly when they make contact here, but. So there you go. That's the footage right there. That's the footage right there.
Definitely looked like there's a touch from-
Can you show me turn 1?
Okay, here we go. Here they are heading into turn 1. So, right there.
Can we get a frame by frame?
Unfortunately, we cannot.
In this frame.
Unfortunately, not unless I move this to.
Is there another POV?
I don't think there's a POV.
I
for
don't.
this.
You could try and bug Fear about it, but.
Was that fear of? Oh no.
I mean,
Okay, here
I would check my feed,
looks-
but
It looks like the person Blade hit like went over a little bump there and got loose, and then slid into Blade, and then Blade took them out.
And also, in parallel, we have the investigation of Shadow's incident at the start of his quarterfinal.
Are there official clips I can watch of that incident somewhere? Maybe.
Look, I'm just saying. After looking at that clip, I can't pin any blame on Blade for that one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think the way it looks, like Blade gets catapulted way wide by Arceus.
Yep,
But, you
and
know,
that's
obviously
what
it's
happened. That's what actually happened there.
The
It looks
pull effect.
mostly
I
like
don't think it was Blade, but
Okay. Well,
okay.
I'm gonna report these results back to Blade. All right.
it looks like no fault to me.
Okay, Blade. I'm not sure if you saw the analysis that I did on the stream there, but
No.
we did go ahead and look at the incident on the stream with a couple other people, and it appeared that I can't place any blame on you. It appears that let's see if I can get the frame up. Actually, I'm gonna get the specific frame up again on the stream so that you can actually look at this for yourself. But I wouldn't recommend any action against you. According to effect incidents like that, I find it hard to recommend action against anybody for something like that unless it looks like they really fucked up. And
Yeah.
so here's ultimately here's the relevant frame.
Okay, yeah, it's loading. Taking forever to load, but it's loading.
So I went ahead and paused on the
today,
relevant.
Junior. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, so there's the relevant frame, and you can kind of see where you three are kind of squished up in there, and
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
where
it was
the-
Arceus.
Yep. So it was actually Arceus that was
Okay.
behind you, not Rooter.
Okay, I couldn't remember the color.
Yep. And just based on what I'm seeing, we can actually look at this one more time. I didn't get a good view of when exactly the first point of contact happened.
Yeah, it was just off screen.
Just off screen is when, right there's first point of contact, and yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, as you switched is when it happened.
I'd recommend no action. I recommend no action.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing with that I did with Fear.
Yep.
He couldn't have avoided that because of lag.
Right.
So, all right. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, so yeah, no action is going to be taken for that incident.
by the way, I have a better view on that. I'll publish a clip in just a second.
Oh, you probably should have spoke up about that earlier.
I didn't know I had access to the feed immediately.
Oh, okay. But Blade is gonna end up taking no action on this incident.
Yeah, I don't think a clip's gonna change that. It looks pretty clear cut here.
Yeah.
It looks pretty clear cut that you can't place any blame on Blade, and it doesn't look clear cut to me to be able to place blame on anybody else for that. Specifically, it's kind of hard to tell when Climax tries to cut in front of Blade.
I don't think Climax was trying to cut.
There. That's the issue.
Oh.
Climax wasn't cutting at all. Climax was loose.
Yeah, there were.
Right. Yeah, you know what? It probably was loose. But yeah, I didn't have a very good angle. The initial point of contact, I don't have very good perspective.
I posted it in the chat. You can check out the
I was not loose.
The clip there.
Okay. I'm guessing it's gonna be it's gonna be this clip right here. So let's take a quick look at this clip. For those of you currently watching the stream, again, the event, it's still going on. We're just investigating incidents before we set the field for this first... oh, wow, that is a really good view.
I'm sorry, I am clearly ahead here. Like, full car length, I can take this line. And then I get, like, rams inside on me. Like, if you force yourself that far inside, you're not far long enough to go for the inside. And then, like, I guess multiple people hit me. Like, I mean, just like a chain reaction, sure, but...
Loose or not, he was still ahead.
Oof.
I was far enough up along, so you should not be able to go for that inside aggressive move, you know? That's my way I see it.
Yeah, but you can absolutely see from Blade's perspective too, because on entry it looks like you're going for a slightly wider line.
Well, yeah, you naturally come back over to the right to swing in.
But at the same time, you can see that your rear is stepped up just slightly.
Yeah, okay, but there's a bump.
Look,
I mean,
this perspective I'm getting makes it pretty convincing here that I can't place blame. I can't place blame on Arceus.
If you go for that inside move, to be honest, that's a dive bomb, and that's
Climax, Blade's alongside you on the breaking point. I would consider Blade. I would consider Blade to be alongside you on the breaking point. He's got his front tires next to your rear wheels. He's pretty far alongside
not far
you.
long enough.
That's.
You can see.
But I got hit in the back before, so it was a bit wobbly. So I'm already taking this line when he goes in for that move.
I don't think he went in. There was like a millisecond of time between that first wobble and the turn. I think he was just holding his line, not changing anything, not dive bomb or anything. Like if even if he slammed the brakes when you went loose, he could not have stopped before he hit you because you slammed back too fast from the wobble.
Yeah, I can't. If I had to place blame on anybody, I would actually place blame on Climax.
Alright.
I think it's no fault.
So I've looked at everything. It's hard for me to make this call because I'm missing a piece, but from the evidence I have, it looked like Arceus could have avoided starting that incident.
Oh wow!
Wait, did you watch my clip as well?
Yeah.
So
You should watch the clip very quickly.
I had it in on my screen the entire time.
Okay, so this
also
is
here I have a screenshot where I'm.
Arceus? Is it that did Arceus actually hit you, Blade? And then you
yes.
It's convincing from the footage that Arceus and Blade made contact, but
yeah,
it looks like Climax cut across. Climax cut across.
I'm full. When I'm corner entry, I am fully in front and not side by side. That's not cutting across. Otherwise, he would be on my side.
I don't think.
And if I'm in front, I can cut across.
Blade is alongside Climax at the point of braking.
Corner entry, I'm.
At corner entry, Blade is alongside.
I was. By the time I'm alongside him, I was already on brakes for a good 50 feet.
I can see how the blame could be put on Arceus looking at this last clip that was posted.
Anyways, you should make a call here real soon, Blade, so we can get going with the semifinals.
Yeah. So I'm getting. Yes, Arceus, but you could have braked a bit earlier.
It's just unfortunate.
And since I can't see your side, I don't know how much of a gap there was in between me and you. So I'm gonna have to give a 5-second penalty, making. It's just the standard penalty format. It's nothing special.
It's easy to understand this, but it's a hard decision because it's really hard to see.
So Arceus, with that, you come in last place now. Climax now comes in second. I come in third. So it'll be Climax and Rooter moving on to the next round.
So there you have it. There's your official word. The official results is going to be changing the official results here. So Arceus getting time penalty. That sets the field up. Climax is actually going to make it into the semifinals. He's going to have a chance to make it to the finals and win this event. He's still in it.
I can also say, if you look after the contact, you can see that Arceus brakes a lot, on
Let's
the
get-
Apex.
Let's get racing. Let's keep going with the racing here. We got an event to finish up. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Okay, so why is P4?
But anyway, this has been going on for long, so now I have to go get my nourishment, and I shall come back after I do that.
Yeah, estimated
Alright.
time 1 hour.
Okay, so the
you still have food.
you
That's
see the
nice.
spreadsheet here. It's I guess it's almost been updated. There's a blank spot there.
Yeah, I am gonna look into that.
You gotta fill it out with something, my dude.
Yeah, blame Jam.
Great job, Jam. Great job.
Who's racing now?
Okay.
I don't see the
I
thing.
think Benimi needs to be in that spot right there.
Yeah,
Benimi.
that's Benimi.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the other voice chat.
All right. So we're back with more coverage of the event. We are on to the semifinals now after a change in who's qualified because of a penalty issued to Arceus. Climax back in, second chance to go out there and get that trophy. We're joined by a couple of we have quite a few people actually in the voice chat who have joined us for this stream, and I want to give a shout out to some of those people right now. Denty Hades is the Denty Hades is the guy responsible for building, keeping the servers up. So shout out to Denty. Want to give a shout out to some of our drivers who are in the voice chat here who have been eliminated. They're still in here. They're still having fun. They still want to see the Rallycross action go down. Let me go ahead and join this here real quick. So,
Oh man, what a turn of events.
I know, right? Let's see.
Honestly, I feel a bit bad for catapulting Arceus out of here.
Yeah. Other people still in this voice chat. We have Dinmite, who is in the semifinals. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but so Dinmite's in.
I think Dead Mike. Wait, pronounce it honestly.
Okay, he has informed me that that I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but nobody does so anyways, so sorry about that, Dynamite. But we have Dynamite in the voice chat, a surprise show, a surprise driver in the semifinals. I don't think he's not in this heat, but he will be in the next one, so we'll get to see him with a shot to make it into the finals.
Oh man, we got
after
Benini,
this.
Hatman, and PJ.
So Benimi, Hatman, PJ, and Fear are going to be the 4 drivers who are going to be racing to get into the final. And this is a loaded field right here with Hatman, PJ, and Benimi. Personally, I like Hatman and Benimi's chances here again.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think those are the 2 guys who have been they're the strongest of the drivers in this field, or in this field of 4 drivers. Benimi just has so much experience behind him. Hatman has been intimidatingly fast in practice. I mean, PJ has a shot to make it an upset if he can get a good start. Same thing with Fear, but this is go time for these guys. This is go time, all right? So the start of the race is about to happen. Just waiting for Blake Child's signal here to start this race. And here we go. Waiting for the lights. 4 drivers, 4 laps, 2 will make it. Who gets the better start?
And we're off.
We're off. Benimi with the good start, but PJ looking to the inside, and he spun!
Oh,
He
there's
spun
been a
around!
crash
Benimi
already.
is spun around! Fear goes wide on the corner. PJ and Hatman are in first and second. PJ and Hatman. Hatman to the inside. Hatman to the inside looking for the lead. He wants to take that lead and run away right away. PJ goes wide. PJ goes wide. They're side by side through the ramp, and Hatman takes the lead. And they spin. They crash. Both of them crash. They're off. They're both off. Here goes Here goes Fear. Here goes Fear. Where's he gonna end up? Benimi, he's gonna skip the Joker lap. PJ goes through the Joker lap. Fear in second. Benimi in first. Hatman in third. PJ now in fourth. Through the first lap, a chaotic twist of events. Hatman has found himself in third place. These three drivers out in front, they have yet to take their Joker laps. PJ has. It's now going to be a matter of how will these three cycle once they do take that Joker lap. Fear goes a little wide. That's a chance for Hatman to take second back. Oh, look at Fear going really loose, and Hatman hits the tire barrier. Hatman hits the tire barrier. Could he be eliminated this race? Could he be eliminated? Fear goes on to take the Joker lap while Benimi proceeds in the lead. Now through this oh my God, PJ cycles in front of Fear, and it's gonna I don't know how this is gonna cycle out. 2 to go. 2 to go now. Benimi probably has this one in the bag, dude. He's got such a big gap. It's gonna be a heck. I don't know if he can make it up.
It's incredible. What a turn of events.
What a turn of events, dude. And Hatman hasn't even taken his Joker lap yet. Hatman has not taken his Joker.
After that,
Benimi does take the Joker. Here we go. PJ, Benimi, and Fear are going to be in a 3-car battle for the 2 transfer spots into the final.
Slight touch between Benimi and PJ.
Oh man, 3 drivers in position, but one of them gets loose and it's PJ! PJ is off! PJ is off and Hatman trying to go by. He's not able to go by and there's a choke by Fear! There's a choke by Fear! Hatman to the inside of PJ for second! Can Hatman still make it in? Hatman to the inside of PJ! Side by side as they head to the ramp! Still side by side! Hatman in front of PJ! One last turn! They're still side by side! PJ has one last chance to go to the inside here and try and make it! PJ on the outside! Hatman goes through though! Hatman somehow has found a way into the final in the most remarkable way possible. Benimi and Hatman advance. PJ is out, and so is Fear.
What a race! Again, full of upsets. Up, down, and sideways.
What the actual fuck just happened?
In the most ridiculous sequence of events possible. The favorite of the event. The event favorite Hatman, the lap record holder, makes it in, but only after a series of bizarre events.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. After multiple contacts on all sides.
So, who is ready for another half an hour of investigation?
So true.
Even with everything on the line.
There's so many crashes to investigate.
Adma with a level 3494.
Yep, fastest lap of sub 35. That might have been the first one we've seen all time in this event. But you know what? The thing about Hatman's drive during today's event is that he never gave up.
That was absolutely incredible.
Maybe he actually gave up, but he kept going.
He gave up, but you could see the frustration. You could definitely see the frustration.
All right, I just want to say the final race results. There will be no action taken against Fear at the beginning since he waited. But it will be Benimi and Hatman moving on to the final round. PJ and Fear have been eliminated.
Okay. Yep.
So no investigation required?
No, Fear waited immediately and let Benimi retake the place. So, and plus Benimi came in first and Fear came in last.
All right.
What about the other 10 incidents?
Wow, what an action-packed semifinal. And we still have one more to go to set the field for the final.
It sounded like a lot of chokes.
Yeah.
It's incredible. What a race.
So the finalists,
two people taking each other out, and then one person spun and then got hit into another spin while they were still spinning.
Yeah.
Is it semifinals now or the
Yep,
final?
it's semifinals. I have to correct my
It's still
stream.
semifinals, the second race of the
How
semifinal.
long is this going to take?
We've got 2 more races left total.
Estimated time 1 hour.
Isn't it?
What was this, an hour and a half? An hour to an hour and a half? Also, that was before having to clear NPCs for about 10 minutes before each fucking race.
What's the first? I'm barely.
He came here to listen for one race.
Oh wow, already.
Because they said you
All
are
right.
crowding.
It's been a chaotic twist of events, dude.
Laserbeam's commentating has made this event.
Don't tell me!
Oh yeah,
Everyone's
top tier
already in there.
commentating.
It's really kept it high up there between in the breaks.
Can we just keep you like as the default commentator for everything?
That would actually be a pretty cool role to take on. That is fun watching you guys race.
Red Laserbeam, newest staff member, commentator,
Commentator.
whatever.
Oh my
You gotta
god.
get like Red Laser and Right Tier and just like have them for every event.
Yes.
I see how it is, guys. I see how it is, guys. Damn.
You'll give me the backup.
Oh, that is harsh. That is harsh.
They're perfect though. Yep, you have Laserbeam, the main commentator, and then the funny thing, the European expert, whatever.
European.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Pedestrian car.
He's there whenever we have questions about Europe.
Yeah.
Get back here, you stupid pedestrian car.
At least it's not me who's taking on that role.
Okay, so field here for the four.
Askman,
Let's see.
Dinmite, Climax, and Rutar, all of which are very good drivers, very strong, good pace. It's gonna be interesting to see the strategy here.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
this the first? This is the second semifinal, isn't it?
Yep, this is the second
Yeah, the previous
semifinal.
one was the semi-final.
It's gonna
Are
be
you
really
okay
interesting
there?
to see here.
No.
Dinmite has exceeded expectations. He was a driver who was supposed to be eliminated after the losers heat, Dynamite. But he's found his way into the semifinals with a shot to make it into the finals and potentially win this event. So there he is again, telling me that he's number one. This guy, I mean, he might be able to do it. He might be able to do it. You never know.
My money is on Askman here, I think.
Yeah, you know, Askman has been
very solid. No major upsets. He's just been driving.
yeah.
Don't
Honestly,
underestimate
all
Climax.
four here has the potential. Climax has the experience.
There's one person
might
we
not
haven't
be,
talked about all that much, namely Rutar. Rutar has been driving up into the semi-final here without much stage light.
So Blade Child is going ahead and lining up these drivers. You see Askman taking the inside spot. Next up on the line is going to be who is going to get called up next? It's going to be it's going to be Dynamite in the second spot there. You know what? I think I now understand why it's called why it's called Dynamite. Why it's pronounced Dynamite because of the capital N. So it's Mites, kind of. I finally understand that now.
No,
I think.
just no. No.
Damn it.
Do you know what say about jokes that you need to explain?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Big thanks to those of you on Twitch who are watching coverage of this event. This was a last minute thing, totally last minute, but just want to give a shout out to the people who organized this event, who actually didn't do this stuff like last minute. So it's been a whale of a ride here, watching these guys try and fight their way to be one of the final four competitors to race for the win. 4 drivers here will go into this semifinal to settle it in 4 laps. And okay, apparently there is a hazard on the road, so these drivers will have to do their best to attempt to avoid that hazard.
Yeah, but only on the outside. I don't think this will cause an issue. At least I hope.
Here we go.
And we're getting ready.
Getting ready to go.
And we're off.
And we are off. Here we go. Askman with the lead. Climax moving to the inside, and he takes out Dynamite. Climax is taking out Dynamite. Climax takes out Dynamite. He's going to have to wait for that, perhaps, or end up penalized and out of this for sure. Now Climax has waited. He's back in it. Climax in 4th place. Askman cleanly out into the lead. Rooter in 2nd. Dynamite in 3rd. Climax in 4th. Let's see how they take the Joker laps. And, oh, 2nd, 3rd. Yep, 2 cars are in. 2nd and 3rd take it. Climax.
Oh, there's been a crash.
There's been a
in the
crash.
Joker lap.
There's been a crash in the Joker lap. Dynamite proceeds in 3rd.
It's that tire, I told you.
It's the tire.
You've still got PTSD.
The
Oh, man.
hitbox is just not good on that tire, man.
Nope.
Nope.
So Askman in
Take it
1st,
out.
Climax in 2nd, Dynamite in 3rd, Rooter in 4th. And it's going to be up to Askman and Climax to produce the pace necessary to come out in front of Dynamite after they take the Joker lap. The gap right now...
Climax has tended to take the Joker lap.
Yeah, Climax still has to take... Oh, here we go. Climax taking the Joker lap right now. It's a 5-second gap. Is he going to... Sorry, 4.2-second gap. And he is going to come out in front.
Yeah, that's because of the contact.
Now, Dynamite has to pass Climax in order to make it into the final. 2 laps to go to try and gain that gap. He's got to close that gap, and he's got to get by. Climax goes wide on the 2nd corner, so does Dynamite. They both go into the bush. Dynamite sliding just a little bit. This is the event on the line. Climax into the bush. So does Dynamite. He goes into the bush as well. Rooter in 4th in case anything happens. Meanwhile, Askman is way out in front.
Out again.
He's got this in his sights as long as he doesn't choke.
Clear air, it seems.
Yep. Final lap.
But Climax is on his toes, man.
Yep. Final lap.
Oh,
a little bit of a choke from Climax. Now Dynamite he's closer than usual. I don't think he's got the chance to pass him here.
I think Climax crashing there just.
Oh, Climax has choked for real! Here goes Dynamite! They're gonna be side by side into the ramp! Climax spins! He spins and he's into the tire barrier, and so is Rooter. He's also into the tire barrier. And another upset! Askman is gonna get it for sure, but as long as Dynamite can just navigate these last 2 corners, he will be in the final. Askman proceeds to the final. And here we go. Dynamite, the upset driver, has found his way into the final 4.
Can we get an upset counter in here?
I think it's broken.
I'm upset.
Overflow.
A brilliant drive from the no-name Project Homecoming driver, the last-minute entry, the reserve. He's found his way into the final 4. He's one of the last 4 drivers who will race for the victory.
And Askman, like I said, just driving it home without much to say, really.
Yeah, Askman drove it home without
started
incident.
driving and at some point finished.
I think the crazy thing about that was that, like, he hadn't even taken his Joker lap, but we already knew that he had such a big gap that he was going to be able to stay out in front once he took that Joker.
Climax choking there 3 times in total actually gave Askman the victory there.
He was a full second
Climax
faster than
was
everybody else.
in reach.
Yep.
On his best lap.
That was a disappointing finish for Climax. He had 2nd place, and then he choked 3 times on the final lap.
That's the thing about that section of the track. Once you start losing the rear end, it's really hard to catch it again.
As Climax and Rudar slid around and contacted the tire barrier before the ramp, Dynamite slipped on through. He was in 3rd place on the final lap. He moved to 2nd by the time they took the checkered flag, and he will be one of the 4 drivers that you will see in the final 4. Let's look at the spreadsheet here and show you guys who is going to be in the final 4. It's actually not finished yet. The spreadsheet isn't finished, but we do kind of... I think I remember who's actually going to be in. So the people who are going to be in, Benimi's going to be in... He'll be in the final along with Hatman, and then Askman will also be in the final, and Dynamite will be in the final as well. So they're your 4 drivers who will race in a 6-lap heat to determine the overall winner.
Absolutely amazing races so far. Incredible.
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 What a brilliant drive from some of these guys today. And I'll admit, I know some of you guys were saying that Askman was going to be one of the favorites. I didn't have that much belief in him at first, but I mean, I shouldn't doubt him. I shouldn't doubt him.
uneventful races, and I think in this case, uneventful races are what you're looking for.
That's ultimately what you're looking for in getting through these heats. And you know, I think the best thing about that happened to Askman in this heat was that there was no pressure. You know, he just had to drive. He just had to drive cleanly. He had a good start, had good strategy, clean drive, and he'll have a chance to do that one more time in the final race and try and get the overall win.
Now Climax, however, on the other end, oh man, I'm so sorry for him. After that first upset, I guess he just, you know, lost focus there. Which is a shame. He was actually like really fast, but in the end, just threw it away.
Yeah. Sometimes the pressure just gets to you, and I mean, he still had a great drive today.
He was one of my favorites.
He still had a good drive. He was still a strong driver, and ultimately wasn't able to take advantage of the opportunities that he needed to take advantage of to make it to the final. But
the question is it easier or harder to accept it when you know that it's your own mistake?
It's hard. It is so much harder to accept it, dude. I've had I've had races in the past in GTA where, you know, like I had the lead, and it was mine, and I choked it, and that kind of stuff stays with you forever, dude. It stays with you for a long time.
For me, it really depends on the situation personally. There are times where, you know it's you and you're fine with that. There are other times where you know it's you and you're absolutely not fine with that. There are times where, you know, you just say, all right, that's just how it is with getting punted off of a racetrack. But, you know, when you're in for that lead and you know you have it in the bag, and then someone just happens to bump you off, man,
it hurts.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
I'm
have
so
that.
upset. I'm so upset.
Is that?
I'm still mad at that tire.
That's Rudar. Laser.
Well, so yeah, we're here in the voice chat with Rudar. Rudar, you failed to advance to the final, but you still gave a decent run there.
Absolutely.
So tell us about that semifinal race.
What happened in the semifinal? I tried to get as close as I could to the tire on the Joker lap, and as someone said earlier, if you get too close to the tire, it bounces you off.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened to me.
I don't think they should. I don't think the issue is the hitbox itself. It's that it's a sticky
Anyway,
barrier.
the idea of me joining this championship was to see what I've achieved over 2 to 3 months of being on the server.
Right.
And I'm pretty happy with what I've come to.
Absolutely. Just like Askman, you two had very uneventful races, and like we already said, that's probably what you should be looking for in these kind of races. Just uneventful races where you start and eventually finish without many crashes or anything, really.
All right, so it's 6 laps. Who do you guys think's gonna win? Take your bets now.
6 laps. Okay, so we have 6 laps of Hatman, Benimi. Oh, I don't know why, but
I think it's gonna be Hatman, man.
I'm gonna go with Hatman.
So much pace.
It's either Hatman or Askman for me.
He can't. So Hatman can't activate the pace that he's got unless he gets fresh air. He gets clean air.
So the strategy is going to be very important.
He needs a lot of space. He needs a lot of space between him.
Yeah, but he's been smart with his Joker laps. He actually thinks about them a lot and places them so he has a lot of clear air to work with. So I don't know. For me, it's Hatman and Askman due to the pace, but they have also been very dominant in terms of their Joker strategy.
Yeah, but I would bet on Hatman as well, because I'm thinking if he gets caught up in an incident, the longer race that the final is, he's gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah. But as you said, the longer event, surprises can happen, as we've seen with me for example. I had that pole position finish on heat 4. I didn't expect that. Everything is full of
This is it right here. The winner of this race right here wins the event even my NPC, his leg is twitching with just absolute just nervousness over these 4 drivers about to duel it out over 6 laps this time around. It's going to be a little bit longer than the last couple races to determine the winner. And here we go.
Oh, we're starting.
We're starting right now. 6
I
laps.
made the final.
Who will win the Rallycross Championship?
She made the seat the final. I mean.
There they go.
And we're
And we're off!
Assman gets the jump.
Through the first turn, Askman gets the jump. Dynamite inside of Benini for second. Benini slides on the outside. He gets a little bit wide. Dynamite gets second. Hatman battling with Benini for third. It's a clean start from the top 4 drivers. Askman in front, Dynamite in second, Benini in third, Hatman in fourth. Through the ramp they go. Now these drivers have to pick attentively which lap they want to take the Joker. Here they come for the first time around to the Joker area. Askman skips it. Dynamite takes it. So does Hatman. Benini will skip the Joker lap.
Taken out there.
And then, okay, first of all, how dare you?
All right, Askman with the lead.
Here's
Benini in
the
second.
thing, though. Hatman took the Joker lap in
Hatman
hopes
took
of
the-
getting clear air, but Dynamite shut the door on him figuratively.
Oh, Hatman goes wide.
Oh my god, I stole a GT.
Oh, man.
But again, we see Askman just having his uneventful race. He's at the front and just...
Oh, Benini slides!
Oh, Benini! Oh, but both
Oh my
drivers
god,
avoided.
somehow
Well
Dynamite
done.
and Hatman go through, but what a perilous... Oh my god, that was so close for both of them.
Okay, why is everyone...
Askman should...
Hatman and Dynamite battling for second very closely. If Askman chokes, that'll be the battle for the win right there. Hatman has to get by Dynamite fast. He's got to do it real fast if he wants a chance at Askman.
Both Hatman and Dynamite spin in the Joker.
Askman still has to take his Joker, though.
Yep,
Askman
Hatman
has
looking to the
4
inside.
laps.
This could be it right here for second. Hatman slides in front of Dynamite. He takes second place
But
away.
here-
The gap is 5 seconds. Can he close?
But here's the thing, right? We have Hatman and Dynamite fighting.
Dynamite back on the inside. He's going to take second right back. No, Hatman battles on the outside.
Hatman's winning his back.
And the only one profiting from this is Askman.
The only-
he
yeah.
he gets to extend his lead.
This is big for Askman.
Help them in anyway.
Askman's 5 seconds ahead.
4.8 seconds is the gap. Hatman into the wall. He's got to focus. He can't worry about choking. He just has to get his A game on and get driving for these last 2.5 laps. Askman is
Askman
far
in
away.
the
He's
Joker.
going to take the Joker
Askman's
lap
in the
now.
Joker.
And surely he'll come out in front of Hatman.
He comes ahead, comfortably ahead.
Comfortably ahead. 2 laps to go. The gap is about a second. Now who will it be? 2 laps to go. Oh man.
Atman, as he showed in the earlier races, the pace that
Hatman senses blood. He's
amazing.
sniffing it right here.
His driving is impeccable.
This is a shot at victory for him. Askman certainly feeling the pressure.
It's
Now
gonna
they
come
both
down
go
to
through
the
the ramp.
last lap, lads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Askman
Hatman
and
slips up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Askman just keeps his car focused. Keeps driving, no mistakes. No mistakes for Askman. And he can win this event. White flag is out. Askman in the lead. Hatman has to close 1.5 seconds in 1 lap if he wants to win for himself. Dynamite has choked.
Askman
He's no
has
longer in the
this.
picture.
Askman
Not,
has
oh, Askman has choked. Askman has made a little bit of a choke. And Hatman is right there. Can he get a good run?
Oh, he also chokes.
Oh, boy.
Askman is close.
They're both driving on the edge, but Askman, he's just got to do 2 more corners comfortably through the U-turn.
He goes...
Oh, Hatman chokes! Dynamite through to second, and Askman through the final corner. He will win the Project Homecoming Rallycross Championship. Askman wins. Dynamite in second, Hatman in third.
What a finish!
What a choke. Man,
What another upset again.
Hatman
Hatman
absolutely
just
had
knocked
that. He
that
didn't
was-
get that prop.
Forget it.
That was
The veteran EMDT driver, Askman, has taken the victory in the Rallycross Championship. Had some uneventful races, but that's all. But that's all he needed in order to win this event. Cool, comfortable,
Askman crowns
collected,
it with the fastest
solid
lap
driving performance.
of the race.
Gets credited with the fastest lap of the race.
that was amazing. I don't know.
Well, but you see, there is one thing we need to point out, okay? Dynamite is not number 1.
Right?
He is not number 1.
He's number
Called it.
2.
but second for life.
How
I
how
don't know.
about
that could be taken as an insulator.
how about Dynamite getting? How about Dynamite getting that second place finish though? That is, I mean,
I
no
think
name
he's proud of
driver.
himself for it.
It's incredible, but sadly I think that's mostly down to Hatman just choking too much that last race. The pressure was just too high on him.
Definitely.
let it get
Without
into
without
him.
that last choke, then the Hatman would have definitely had the second.
Absolutely. What a shame for Hatman. He must be pretty annoyed with himself right now, but that's just how it goes.
In the end, he still got a podium, so I
True,
guess
true.
he is proud of himself for the podium. However, it's bittersweet
True.
as he could have easily had a second place finish.
GG to Dynamite for not being number one. GG for
GG's
Asman
and
for
good
having
night.
an
See you later.
absolutely
See ya.
uneventful race.
And so the
Benini
final
for-
event results, the winner of this event is Askman. Second place goes to Dynamite, and third place goes to Hatman. Let's see if we can get Askman actually in the chat. Askman, are you there?
He is,
He might be.
but will he talk?
Oh yes, this is Aspen. How can I help you?
Oh my god. God damn it.
You seem to have a cold.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I just overwhelmed by this win. But thank
Are you Aspen or are you
congratulations.
Johnny?
Hey guys, there's one more thing to do actually.
Yeah.
We still have to burn Nox's car.
Oh.
Wow,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
rude. I'm not in that for anyway. Thanks everyone for racing. It was nice. Thanks for Blade.
Good racing, Benimi. See you soon, man.
Yeah.
Good
See you guys.
racing, Bunny.
Have fun
Alright.
burning that stupid ass car.
We're sure. Dude.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Congratulations to Assman, Dynamite, and Hatman for coming podium finishes. Thank you for everyone that came out. I really appreciated it, especially since this was my first event.
Yeah, thank you, Blade. It was.
That was an incredible 1 hour race that we had here, guys.
It was the longest hour of my life.
I'm sorry it took almost 3 hours to finish.
Almost 4 hours to.
I mean,
from the
it's
start.
3 a.m. for me. It's 3 a.m. for me, but it was worth it. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was-
crying.
Yeah,
It was
been-
more of the experience to have, you know, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry, I did not think we were gonna have that many issues with the NPCs because it took 7 minutes a race about
Yeah.
7-10 minutes a race to clear everything out, especially the first 4 when I was like doing it by myself.
Yeah.
All right,
But-
Blade, can we just burn Nox's car now?
Yeah,
No,
you
it's great. No, it's great. Perfect.
Thanks for coming, Lag. You weren't invited, but I was an asshole.
I'm not okay with this, man. That car needs to burn.
Oof. Let's see if we can get some interviews quickly from the second and third place finishers. First off, Hatman, are you here?
Yep.
Hatman, you were trying really hard there to chase down Askman in the final couple laps to get that win. Tell us what happened there. So you were trying to nab that win, trying to nab that victory.
I was just trying to go too fast. Couldn't catch up. So I had to try and do everything and it didn't happen.
You heard it here first. That man goes so fast, his car cannot keep up.
To be fair, I think some of it can be blamed on the track because the propping isn't the best on that track.
True.
Let's see if we can. I'm not sure if Dynamite
Talking
has a
about
mic,
propping,
but maybe he
that
can still communicate with us. Dynamite, are you there in the chat? There he is. He's in the chat. Dynamite, tell you what, you had a heck of a run today there, finishing in second. How'd you do that?
Got him, boys. Come on.
Probably he'll pipe it out.
So yeah, he's Yeah, he's typing in the chat there, and he says
I don't
practice,
know,
I guess.
I guess.
You know, really fun watching you move up through the field. I wasn't expecting you to move beyond the. I thought you were going to get eliminated there in the losers heat, but you found a way through in each race, and tell you what, great job out there. Great job. Great race.
But Dynamite, how do you feel about not being number one? That is the real question.
Oof. You gotta stop asking these questions, man.
Oh Jesus! What the hell is Noxus doing in the background there? You just obliterated Danny Annie. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Burn
dude.
it! Come on.
I think we lost him. Oh, there he is.
Okay, he says losing to Askman is fair. He's really fast. I just don't know how you can be that fast. And I guess
I
can.
I can respect that. I can respect that. He is indeed very fast.
Some of the guys on the server are just.
Listener.
They're just like, yeah, they're blazing fast, and you just gotta have respect for that and
That's dark
keep
magic
practicing.
right there.
And
No, that's magic, okay? Just
Also called hacks.
PC
It's
magic.
Black magic.
There
Black
you go.
Magic.
PC magic.
Nah, not PC magic. Black magic.
Why not Black PC magic?
I'm guessing there's gonna be more of this.
Is Askman still talking with with his pissed off girlfriend or?
Would imagine it's gonna be
Perhaps.
No, this is Iceman. Hi.
Oh my god. You know, we might as well carry on with this. Askman, how did you do it?
Well, you see, I had this special livery on the car made by this guy called Benny, and well, I just put my right foot down and didn't look back. Whoa.
So you attribute your victory to the livery made by I Am Benny Boy, right?
Yes, he made a livery and he made 14 other liveries as well.
Failed version of Arnold
But he
Schwarzenegger.
gave me the fastest one available and just took that.
He must be, this Benny person must be a great person, must be a great guy.
Oh
Yeah, especially at making
Benny.
liveries.
It's so sad that he got eliminated in the first round, but hey, shit happens.
Actually, we
I'm allowed to
have,
swear.
we have to thank Benny for all the liveries that
Oh, yeah.
he's made for this event, especially.
Benny Boy
bad
made
he's not
about
here.
50 jillion liveries on the cars that you saw in today's event. Some of them just look absolutely beautiful. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to all the other people who put on their cool designs on these cars and got to race them and for the win in this event. And ultimately, in the end, only one person can come out on top. That person ended up being Askman.
Yay.
Bit of a shame we can't
So-
actually interview.
He might be single after today.
Yeah.
Totally worth it in the end, though.
Yes, at least he goes home with the cup.
What would you rather have? Girlfriend or a race?
Being single.
A girlfriend or a race win? I'd take a
Just
race win
won
any day, dude.
his Team PHRC championship.
Yep.
You can only gain from a race win.
But wonderful,
won-
wonderful
won the
racing
event.
overall. Wonderful, wonderful racing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
it was actually brilliant to watch as well.
Oh man, I wish I could show a highlight reel, but we'd have to show all 3 hours of it.
Yes.
Oh, good lord. No.
Precisely.
Just do a
Especially
race.
the earlier parts. The earlier parts were just so packed full of action. People were screaming,
just the
crying,
quarterfinals, semifinals,
having
and finals.
mental
Just
breakdowns.
Just those 6 races. Just the last 6 races is all you need.
So yeah, big shout out to those of you who joined the stream to view today's race. The next Project Homecoming event is planned for November 10th. That'll be the Gauntlet S Snow Special, and I'll be driving in that event. So,
Also, Red, if you win that one too, you are banned. Just so you know.
I'm aware. I'm fully aware. I'm probably not going to win though. Sari and Stepa have entered, so.
Yeah. Isn't that the one Serenial has signed up in?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, man.
Oh, no.
Don't underestimate it. Do not
I reckon I can
underestimate
beat Serenial.
magic.
Oh my god.
So, yeah,
Perennial
it's
the
gonna be
brake
fun.
booster.
So until then, I will see
Wanna
you
my
guys
impersonation of
around.
Serenial?
Get off of my stream.
Yeah, good one, Benny.